Somebody check if we are live on the World Wide
Good
Web.
day. Good day, Internet.
Are we live on World Wide Web?
Is the web live?
We're on.
We are live.
Good
We're in.
day.
We're on.
Welcome back.
We're going to do it live.
Oh, I need to actually turn that off because get your dinners in the chat. Anyone that's there, grab a beverage, brew up a pot.
Is anyone here?
And enjoy a fine brew with the Journeyman Questers.
The Journeyman Questers! MK Ultra was real.
So. Oh, yeah, wait, we've got to do this, though. Always forget. Yeah. This is
I
always
can't see anyone dancing,
such
so
a
I assume you guys are
different
just jacking off.
we're just we're just
Bit of both.
juggling around. Have we got anyone watching?
Chris is here.
Chris is here.
Chris!
Yes, Chris. It's your boy,
Big
Chris.
up.
Number one.
Big up to Chris.
Numero uno.
He's our sole viewer.
What's in your mouth?
We just do it for Chris.
Yeah, Chris, tell us your dinner.
Dinner's in the chat,
Are you
Chris.
eating dinner yet? Get the dinners in the chat. I'm
If
gonna
not,
have a
why
Thai
not?
green curry at some point.
Ooh. Wild garlic pesto and spaghetti.
Very good.
Oh,
Anyone else?
I just had chili garlic noodles.
Oh.
These are all strong. Mike's having pizza.
I've had pizza.
Oh, you've
Pizza
had
and
pizza.
veg.
First pizza.
Josh.
I'm an early dinnerer, just like Mike.
I think I'm having a salad, actually, with like roast potatoes in it
my
and
God.
halloumi.
Okay.
Ooh,
Your
that's
other
how
half
good.
does.
That's not just any
That's
salad. That's not like a salad. That's a
It's
does
a
do
it's a
very
premium
salad
salad.
of champs.
Fucking Niswa you are going. Wow.
You know what I miss? Fucking kedgeree.
Oh,
Kedgeree. Oh.
Mm.
Dinner's in the chat. What's Chris having?
Tofu
scramble.
scramble, roast veg.
Oh man.
Fuck
Oh.
yeah.
Yes, lad.
Another strong dinner.
Right. Today's session, we ended pretty climactically, and to pick up from where we left off, we have Zook reading us a short catch-up. Please take it away.
The glinting province hinted at scenes of trickling streams shining in the sunlight, beautiful gold-roofed houses, and a people that lived as a beacon to what society, as they call it, could be. What's before us is far from this. The town is ravaged by the sick and infirm, limbless workers wandering the streets, begging for food. A smog lies above the town, and a smog within the hearts and minds of its people. The conditions of the city have bred a bitterness towards those that hold sway in these lands. And rightly so. Talura, Fleet and Elgrin's mother, wished to see the overhaul of Celeste and the Blackfriars. We thought this to be the right path, but the truth is never so simple. After a long day attempting to subtly understand the cause behind Celeste's authority, we realized that she had pure intentions, and we decided that violence in the city would achieve nothing, and set about quelling the sparks of this flame by speaking to its people and convincing them that we would go to the heart of the Empire and put their plea to those responsible for their suffering. The stage is set. Hundreds stand before us. Their eyes and hands dart about uncertainly. But what's that? Figures in the crowd, moving and handing something out. Is that steel I see in that man's jacket? No, perhaps not. Ugh, these damn tomatoes being flung are a nuisance. They're better than fruit, better fruit than bolts and arrows. Strange. That smell isn't the normal stink of the loom. There's something more acrid, like sulfur and burning sap. Is that hissing? sweet waters of the eternal pool. Rufus, down!
Oh, very nice.
Oh, dude, that was fucking awesome.
It's like moment by moment in your head as well, being on stage.
Oh, that was some 24 Jack Bauer shit. Fuck. Oh, I'm hyped.
In which
Might be.
case, you can have an inspiration point.
Yes. Good, because I just used it.
So we pick up today's session with a certain amount of dice rolling to be had. So we'll start with Rufus. In your giant form, bracing, using your strength to cover Christoph and sort of butt up against the greater ape form of Zook. The masonry, brick and mortar, wood and metal kind of girder comes crashing down atop the stage, not just in one single pile, but like a cascade of debris, just from your point of view in these few seconds, Richter. You see it almost like a kind of Mexican wave, you know, the kind of as it's coming down, it's hitting the stage first, covering the stage, and then more is coming towards you as it kind
like
of
a tsunami of masonry.
Absolutely. You are buried as the impact of all of this just smashes on your shoulders, the back of your head, your spine, your arms, as you kind of brace for impact. And you take...
Is that me?
No, this is Rufus, sorry.
Okay, right.
Okay.
Sounds like a good amount of dice. Good amount. Ding, 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 ding. Your head is squashed to a pulp. It resembles pumpkin soup.
Okay, that's half.
Ah. Oh.
It's like 20d6 or something like that.
Oh God.
Is this taking into account the wall of water that has been...
This is, yep.
You also take drowning damage. Oh.
God, the
Okay,
anticipation.
so Dylan, I would like you to roll me 3d10, please.
Oh, do I have a D10 here somewhere? I don't know.
You can use the
I was getting
percentile, it's the same.
Do it in the chat.
I was getting confused with a D12. Yeah, I know, percentile. There's one. I must have a nice
D12 was
looking-
Eminem's rap group.
It's the dice I have the most of, because when I buy dice, you get 2. Because you get
Yeah.
the
Purple
percentile,
hills.
the unit, and
Oh, there we go.
the 10.
I've actually got 3D10 here.
Perfect.
Oh, there's a 10 there,
Very good.
a 6, and a 3, so a 19 total.
A 19 total. Okay, in that case...
Good and legal.
Oh, geez, Aiden, was that you?
Oh,
Oh God.
You've always got to slip in there with a.
Slip in there.
Didn't
I don't know
even
what you
notice
mean
it
with this.
first.
I don't know
Okay.
what you mean with this ludicrous innuendo.
so, Rufus, you take 92 points of bludgeoning damage, halved,
Oh fuck.
because
Jesus.
you are in your giant
Because I-
form.
No, because I inscribed that rune on myself
Oh,
that
it's the
gave
rune.
me
It's the
resistance.
rune.
Oh.
Yes. So you have resistance.
Thou art being spooned by a Kong.
So that would be 46 points of damage.
Okay. Can I parry it?
You can't.
Away, Boulder!
What did we say? 46. Okay.
Zook.
Yeah.
You take the full 92.
Gotcha.
the wall of water seems to have detracted some of the impact. Definitely helped.
What about the rune that I put on Rupert where he can never be surprised? Did that have any effect?
It had an effect on what he did in his turn. So you just kind of did a few things. Zook did like a full turn of stuff.
Nice. Oh, we just lost Mike.
Oh no.
Where's my
Oh
video?
no.
Still there, buddy?
He's gone.
Oh no, he's gone.
He just
He's
realised
fully
that he thought that Zook just died in one go and he just rage quit.
He rage quit. In which case, our
I
videos
should have let him know that
are
I'm still
all
living.
skewed, but that's all right. We'll wait for
Oh,
him
maths.
to return.
It'd be 92, so it'd be 32, 33. Oh man, good
out
thing
of
I was a
interest,
gorilla.
So does that break your
Yes, it
greater
does.
ape form, and how much goes over?
33 points of damage.
33 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay. I would like Rufus and Zook. I would like you both to make Constitution saving throws for me,
Oh
please.
god.
Okay.
And this is
This
in the form after. This is like this roll is about you've taken a huge amount of damage, and you are currently buried, and this is how your body is reacting to that.
Okay.
And I've got disadvantage on this.
No, you've only got from your exhaustion. You've only got disadvantage on ability checks, not saving throws.
Oh, okay.
Oh god.
Good. Very good.
7.
7 for Zook. It's a rare moment, Zook, for you to fail important rolls. Actually,
Just checking. I don't get anything from the Sunstone for this. No, that's perception during the day. Okay. Oh, fuck yeah. I got a 26.
a 26. Okay. Let me write that down. A 26 and a 7.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Okay. I need to make some rolls. Sorry. There's some... I can't do any of this. I want to do this like on the fly because it's way better. Because then I don't even know. Okay. Right.
Oh no, we're in trouble.
Okay, that's not good. That's not bad. There he is.
Hey,
there
back.
he is. He won't be able to hear us. You alright, Mike? Mike?
Oh,
You alright?
Zook.
Yes.
Yes.
I put that rune on you last session, remember?
Yes.
As a bonus action, when you or another within 60 feet make an attack roll, saving throw, or ability check, you can use your reaction to give advantage or disadvantage.
Yeah, but I have to enter the prophetic state first, which I haven't done. Annoyingly.
Okay.
Soon.
So
Try and use
I've
that.
made the rolls. Let me make the other one. Okay, that's a natural 20. Okay, so next up, this is all happening in slow motion. The wall of water goes up in front of you, but masonry is still crashing down upon you. Dylan, with a 16 on your dexterity save, which you rolled at the end of last session, you leap to the side as these boulders come down. There are people around you. It's difficult to kind of maneuver, but you do as best you can to kind of try and escape most of the damage. But it's still a fair bit of masonry.
Okay, so does evasion not come into consideration?
Evasion will, but you didn't succeed.
Okay, I see, yeah.
Okay, so you take... in fact, I've rolled that, but Dutch is the same. You're essentially at the same level of impact as your brother. You bring your Qatar of the Storms up, punching towards some of the masonry coming down, You made a great attack. I would like you to roll for damage.
Okay, cool. So it is. I'm raging as well.
You didn't rage.
I did.
You used your bonus action to cast.
I wanted to rage, and then the next time I would get a bonus action, so rage guitar.
You didn't do that. You did. You never said that you raged.
Oh shit!
He did say he's raged, but he obviously But I remember him saying he would like to rage, but
Did he?
I think he did say he'd like to rage, but I'm not. I mean, obviously, if it's too many actions that
It's
to do
up to
both,
you.
then
You can rage, or you can use the thunderous punch, which is what you were gonna do. And
I wanted to use the thunderous punch to save the people. So yeah,
Okay.
that's happening. So my punch is a D8, which is 5 plus my strength of 5, so 10 plus 2 because I'm raging, so 12
You're
flat.
not raging. You're not raging.
Not raging, so just 10. Sorry.
Streets
And
of not
then-
rage.
I'd like to not rage, so 10 to begin with, and then 2d6. So a 3 and a 3, so 16 damage.
So 16 points of damage. Okay. So
Guitars of the Storm plus 1. Then it's 17.
Brother Draug, you take 55 points of bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
which you can halve with evasion as you nimbly dodge.
Oh, okay.
So you take
Uh,
23.
yeah.
20.
Dutch, you take the full amount, but you can minus the amount you punched it by. So you take 55, but minus the 16 for the impact of some of it.
17, yeah.
Sorry, 17. So that would be 48, 38 points of damage.
Fucking nice.
As masonry still pummels down into you, but you have also protected some of the immediate people around you and behind you with your body blocking it. You didn't choose to dodge, you chose to take the impact, and therefore some of the people behind you may have been saved by the blast.
I owe you a Constitution saving throw.
For the wall?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it'll be 23 halved for the
12.
Conrad save. Yeah. Natural 20.
Okay, so
Oh,
the
nice.
wall of water technically is still there.
Oh,
although
nice, dude.
It's sort of buried in the masonry. You can't really see this at this point. Dust just cascades forwards, hitting you in a wall, Richter, as you stand further back in the crowd. People begin to just run from either side around you. I will reread that short description. You can hear horses whinnying in the distance. People dash about, screaming, bleeding. A man drags the bloody, unconscious body of a palace guard past. You can hear the shouting of orders and marching. Masked figures dash past with glinting blades. You can see fire beginning to kind of spread nearby. The clash of steel on steel. You stumble forwards over some rubble, but you look down and you see it is an ash and dust-covered corpse of a noble woman. People are kind of running from within the kind of the dusty darkness kind of past you, although in all directions. You are unable to kind of see where you are. Before we get on to what you're doing, I'd like Dutch and Brother Draug to make me Constitution saving throws as well, please.
Okay. Okay.
It's a stun effect. So, Dutch, do you get advantage on stunned, or is it I always forget what the conditions you have advantage on are.
Stunned or unconscious, yeah.
So yeah, you have advantage on this.
Is this psychic damage that would make me stunned or just normal?
No, it's nothing to do with psychic. This is like...
Oh, then I don't have advantage on it.
Oh, it's only on psychic-related things.
Oh, no. And game... Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah.
It is. Okay, so that's still not the best. I got a 14.
Okay, Dylan?
17.
17, okay. Richter,
Yes.
in this dust-filled, essentially almost like battlefield that has just erupted around you, in the immediate aftermath of this, what do you do?
So you may recall at the very end of last session, I did use the Rook's Halberd to double my health. I just want to make sure that's on the books.
Yeah. You grab your halberd. Visually,
He did it.
you see it pulse with a deep red that sort of almost echoes outwards from around you. Your veins through your body, you feel them just like bulge and intensify as blood courses through you.
I take a deep breath, feeling the invigorating energy surge into me from the Rook's Halberd. And looking about me, what exactly am I seeing? Are people being trampled? Are people where are people heading to?
So, the majority of people just begin to kind of run outwards in all directions. You're probably in the center of the courtyard at this point. Most people running away from where the Grand Loom was and the explosion took place. But you can only see maybe 5-10 feet in front of you. The dust is like the debris that's been blown up into the air is so thick, it's almost impossible. You just see faint figures kind of running past.
Right, okay. Without a greater understanding of the area around me, Richter will steel himself and use his paladin instinct to charge instead towards the blaze and fire. So I want to be heading towards the site of the Great Loom, but due to my pussy ass redemption paladin oath, I feel like I need to be conscious while I'm heading that way for anyone who's like trapped under anything or like crawling or getting trampled, anything like that.
Okay, you begin running.
I wouldn't be able to just run past that. Yeah.
You run forwards, and immediately a sort of dazed man with blood kind of caked down the side of his face just runs out, and you kind of collide. You stumble kind of back as he looks towards you in fright and runs off into kind of the mist. You continue in the same direction, and you find what looks to be a guard, just a regular watch, kneeling down over what looks to be the corpse of potentially a fallen comrade. You can stop to help, or you can continue.
Okay, I will stop at his side, kneel down, and put an arm on his shoulder, and I will say to him, is this comrade like clearly dead? Is it like just some shattered body beneath?
Roll me a quick medicine check.
Okay, here we go. 20, thank God I control that. Plus 5. Go. Did that roll? 12.
Glancing down, the amount of blood on him, he's unconscious. The amount of blood on him would suggest that he's probably dead. And the other guy looks dazed. You kind of grab his shoulder, and he kind of looks up at you with sort of past you almost, and looks back down.
Okay, I will sort of seize him by the shoulders and shake him somewhat while trying to raise him to his feet and say to him, reaching deep inside myself, "On your feet, soldier. There are people all around you. Do not worry about the fallen. They have already given the greatest sacrifice they can, but there are small folk about you being trampled as we speak. Live up to the name of the Soul Reach Guard and help these people evacuate now." I want to roll a persuasion.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Here we go. 25.
He's sort of hearing your voice like a commanding tone, an officer's voice. He looks down at his comrade and up at you, nods, grabbing the body and throwing it over his shoulder, and begins heading off in a what you would assume was probably a northern direction into the dust.
I look as he runs off into the fog of war and give the fog of war a knowing nod, and then I start once again heading towards the site of the Great Loom.
You begin striding forwards, and you eventually see pieces of kind of rubble, larger pieces. You see what looks to be a couple of people buried under rubble, just like arms sticking out, and it just sort of ascends like a hill.
Oh boy!
So you're at the bottom on the courtyard cobbles, and in front of you is like a hill of masonry.
Okay. I want to start ascending that. I want to start ascending that hill. Can I make like an athletics check to see if I can sort of roadie run my way up there as quick as possible?
Sure. You roll me an athletics if you want to attempt it like very quick.
Here we go. Yes. 20. Well, typing this on a phone keyboard, so bear with me for 2 seconds. Yes. Okay, here we go. Oh, that didn't go. Okay, 1 sec. Sorry, I didn't put the / in the right place.
It's all right.
$14.
It's kind of easily done for climbing up, but you're maybe not as quick as you'd like in your full plate, as you kind of have to put and occasionally huck yourself up, run across.
I think I'm still in the splint, aren't I? I don't think I ever got my full plate back.
Oh, well, I mean, you can have changed back ages ago.
Okay, I would like to say retroactively that I did, if that's possible.
I kind of always imagined that you had back in Angmiri. Like this was.
Yeah, that definitely happened. Yeah, we did that.
Everyone suited up like for this excursion. You know, Ruthus got whole new armor that didn't have sigilry on, so you know you can change your armor. It's fine. You begin ascending, and you're maybe 20 feet sort of high at this point. And you can see faintly beyond the still looming shape of the Grand Loom, but just these small kind of spires and areas of it where it once stood. You assume you are standing currently over where the stage would have been.
Okay, so what? I'm sort of... so I'm basically like on the top of the mound of rubble. Is that what you're saying?
You're on like the top of the rubble that would have fallen down, but before you, it begins to kind of slope downwards and in on itself. Like before you, it looks like even more carnage, but it looks to be like there's still bits of the bottom of it, like wall and stuff, where it's kind of collapsed forwards and in on itself.
Sure. Okay. For the sake of rescue technology, Richter grips his halberd and sort of focuses his attention on the rubble in front of him as hard as he can, and casts locate creature while thinking about Rufus as hard as he possibly can, so he can get an accurate ping.
You get a ping. About
He's in there. He's not dead.
12 foot beneath you in rubble.
Beneath me? What, like directly beneath me, or at like a kind of an angle?
A slight angle to your left.
Okay. I want to sort of back down the rubble so that I'm basically stood like on a level with the ping.
Mm-hmm.
That makes any sense?
Yep.
And then, and I don't know if this is going to work, Richter reaches within himself and considers again the powers invested in him by the Seeker, his mysterious patron. He casts his hand forward and places it against the rubble, which is forming a solid bulwark against rescue. He hopes dearly that glyphs will begin to appear around him as he casts Pass Wall in the direction of the ping.
Interesting.
Ooh. No.
I don't know what that does.
A
It
passage
sounds great.
appears at a point of your choice that you can see on a wooden, plaster, or stone surface, such as a wall, ceiling, or floor.
That's why I'm hoping it's all bunched together pretty tightly.
Fringing the line. Lasts for the duration. You choose. It is 5 foot wide and 8 feet tall and 20 feet deep. The passage creates no instability in a structure surrounding it.
Yes.
Oh,
No collapsing
fuck.
possible. So I want to try and just bore as deep a hole towards Rufus as I possibly can. Even going past him if need be.
Okay. You close your eyes and you feel around the arm that points forwards. You feel the same energy. You sense your connection with the Seeker. And there's sort of a pulse. And when you open your eyes, you're standing before a perfectly kind of rectangular cut, as if someone has just gone in and cut a door-shaped tunnel through this.
Oh,
You
I love
watch
that.
as about
So satisfying.
maybe 10 or more bodies kind of fall. Some of them fall and like hang from the side, half trapped in the wall where you've cut through, because it's not affected the bodies within there.
No.
It's affected the stone. A few fall down, a few hang like half buried in the wall. But you've cut your way through. Dutch, blurry-eyed, coughing. You come to. You can feel a weight pressed down sort of on you.
I will never be caged! And I'd like to rage and flex and bust the fuck out of there.
Go flex and bust out of there.
Make me an athletics check, please.
Bench press that shit off you.
Is it a strength or athletics?
Well, athletics is a strength-based check.
Okay, 'cause
Channel
if
the high canopy
strength
boulder.
check, I have advantage while I'm raging.
Yeah, you have.
So
advantage on this.
first one's a natural 15, and I'll take the first one. So it's a 15 plus 15.
30.
30.
Ah.
Yeah.
You heave with your back, pushing yourself up off the ground until you're squatting, pulling this large piece of masonry off as like pieces fall into the hole that you currently stand. You can see behind you, maybe 2 or 3 meters. There's like in the kind of faint dust. You're right on the kind of edge of where the masonry ends. And you can see behind you, there's a few people unconscious with a small amount of kind of rubble, bricks kind of on them. But it looks like the majority of where you were buried, you managed to block a swathe behind you. There's like almost a little V shape where you stopped it.
Oh wow.
Looking around, it is just it's fairly quiet where you are, but you can hear all this like noise through the dust. You begin kind of coughing and maybe pull up your shirt to cover your mouth and nose.
Yeah.
Your eyes sort of watering in this haze. What are you doing?
I'd like to shout for like brother, Rufus, while like helping other people up that are near me as well. So start calling out to the others while helping people.
Rick, to make me a perception check with disadvantage, please.
Perception. Here we go. What is my... Okay, it's +1. 1 sec, sorry. So the first one was a crit fail. Do I even need to... First one was a crit fail with a 1 on it. Do I even need to do the disadvantage roll?
You don't,
As
but
bad
it
as it
would
can
be
go.
quite fun to see if you would get a double
Let's-
crit fail.
That would be fun, yeah. Let's have a look. Let's see what happens. Here we go. +1. Plus ye. 15 for the other one. Fuck.
Ah.
Rats.
No, you hear nothing. You're focused currently on this tunnel before you. Dutch, you begin kind of shouting, but there's no responses. But you can hear faintly some kind of groaning around you under some of the rubble.
I wouldn't remember at all where anyone was, would I, with my passive perception?
You would remember that your brother was in the crowd kind of to your left somewhere of a similar vicinity. And you knew that Richter was behind you, you would know out of the blast zone.
Okay.
Out of the debris zone.
Could I now try
Splash zone.
to think how Zook and Dylan think about the last place I saw my brother, try and count the people as steps and head in that direction while counting and trying really hard to figure out where he is.
Make me an intelligence check, just a straight intelligence check.
So that's a 2.
Unfortunately not.
No.
Unfortunately not. So what's your immediate after thinking this and not really being able to kind of get to
I
the
start
conclusion
digging.
you want?
I'm
Okay.
going to start digging.
In which case, make me an athletics check with advantage. Your rage probably will fade soon.
I punch myself in the face. The first roll's a 12. Yep, I take the 12 plus the 15.
So 27. You begin kind of picking up boulders and hucking
Oh, no,
them.
wait. No, 22, not 27.
Okay, and hucking them back sort of into the area where there isn't anyone. You begin to kind of uncover a few people. You shake them. You're not sure if they're dead. Your medicine isn't great.
No.
They're definitely unconscious. A few have broken arms. None seem to be awake. But you begin sort of like maybe placing a few in the area where they can sort of lie without any debris around. Richter, going back to you. You see this column before you cut. It's weird because there are gaps almost in it where you would assume it would just crumble in. You know, there's like a piece of kind of the wall that's kind of hewn at a section that's leaning against another piece. There's like a gap through that you could take up, almost like like cracks in a chasm, but it's somehow still
it's like there's a
holding
glass
a
tunnel or
perfect-
something.
Yeah, it's like exactly that. It's a perfect rectangle shape.
Wow. Richter stares at this masonry-based Sea Life Center tunnel in front of him, and he steels himself and hopes that his dark vision will help him in this tunnel, and he charges forth in the direction of the ping. Also, once again, keeping his eyes open for if any of those bodies are like stirring or anything like that he's running past.
Make me a perception check, please.
Here we go. Plus fucking nothing. Okay, here we go. That was an 8. Damn it.
You as you pass through, you individually check some of the bodies. You find one man. He looks to be maybe a merchant of some kind, a shopkeeper, who is groaning, but his sort of arm and torso is still in the wall, and the rest of him is kind of flopped out, and he's just like groaning, sort of coughing. You see some like blood trickling out his mouth.
Understood. So wait, his arm is still stuck in the wall?
Yeah, almost like this section here is in the wall still, like crushed in.
I haven't got video. I can't see video, but I assume it's like
from his sort of collarbone and part of his torso.
Oh.
So his head and the rest of his body's out, but his arm up to almost his neck is buried in the wall.
Okay, I would like to... yes. I would like to put a hand on him. I would like to lay on hands 3 points of healing over to him
Okay.
because this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. And I want to try and pull him out.
Okay, make me an athletics check.
Okay. This fucking keyboard. Okay, here we go. Yep. D20 plus 8. Ah, fuck. 10.
10.
Rolling hot, lad.
Yeah.
You pull and you hear a crack as you begin to kind of pull on him, and he screams out and then goes still, just falls unconscious due to pain. You at this point kind of look down at the rest of his body, and it is crushed. Like it's unlikely, unless he received a huge amount of healing, it's unlikely that he's gonna live.
With the heaviest heart in the world, Richter understands he cannot save every single person here. That would be foolishness. With a hope that perhaps one of his comrades might be able to help pull this person out, maybe. Richter charges on into the tunnel, hoping to find Rufus.
You push on further until you reach maybe the last 5 feet. It's only 20 feet deep. You get to the last 5 feet, and you can see what appears to be like a sort of huge arm, like an arm maybe as big as like this far across. Like, I mean, you can't see actually. Like as thick as like I don't know, like a couple footballs. I can't think of what to compare it to. A giant arm.
Barrel?
Yeah, like a barrel. A giant arm sticks sort of through the floor, where it is.
What color is it?
The skin tone is a sort of forest green almost, a mottled pale forest green.
Oh my god. Wait, do I recognize that green?
You do.
I don't think I know that Rufus can turn giant.
No, but you would have seen it in the few seconds before everything came crashing down. You would have seen him like enlarge.
Richter, having already failed to pull one of the small folk from the rubble, he does not know how he could possibly remove this, or even if Rufus would be able to maneuver through the tunnel, but he does have an idea. Richter grasps the arm. Is it warm? Is it cold?
Rufus, you feel a touch upon your arm.
I should say that the giant size that lasts for 1 minute.
Okay, in which case it may have faded by now, but we'll kind of retcon that to be right now because we didn't know before.
Sure.
The masonry begins to kind of crumble around as you see the form begin to diminish, but it's diminishing sort of down, and where your doorway cuts through, it's not part of that. So the masonry is still kind of crumbling in that section, and as he begins to diminish, he's like almost receding downwards.
I want to be basically holding on at this point. I want to be sort of like, grappling him because I feel like I almost know what's happening. Like, I can feel that the arm is being pulled downwards.
I would like you to...
So I want to see if I can hold him in place so that he sort of shrinks in place.
Make me an athletics check. With advantage, as you feel a strength in this arm pulling back against you.
We can do this. Okay, it's the first one. Oh boy, first one is an 11. Let's see if we can do better, boys. Go.
Now's not the time for an arm wrestle.
Really not. 20 plus 8.
It could only go
and
up.
This one is a 26!
Hey!
Aha!
Rufus, you feel yourself being pulled up out into the kind of strange rectangular tunnel. You holding on kind of are pulled out, but you can see Richter, his other arm is clutching a kind of pale hand, a maybe leathered and quite well made doublet is like ripped beneath.
Wait, what?
He's like holding onto someone else beneath.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Rufus,
heavy. I have high strength.
Coughing and sort of spluttering, still gripping Christoph's arm. You find yourself in this tunnel. The masonry is kind of falling in around where he is outside as you're kind of pulling it in. There's almost like a small chasm area where your form was, but as your form shrunk, pieces began to kind of little bits, areas
like
that wouldn't be stable began to kind of fall down.
It's a sinkhole.
I'd like you to roll me an athletics check with advantage as Richter is helping.
Okay. It's a unnatural 20.
Oh!
You heave with Richter and you pull a kind of bloodied Christoph out from under the rubble, seemingly very well protected from the fall with your body and your rolls. His eyes are open in like sort of terror as he kind of coughs. He is injured, but he is alive. Uncle, what is happening?
Rufus just kind of like falls to the ground with like the heave, like bringing Christoph out of the rubble. Christoph, and Rufus is like sort of scrabbling away like his hair and like the dust and like bits of shit like off of his face, like trying to see if there's any life in him. Christoph, he's alive. And then I quickly turn to this person who's just appeared and pulled me out, and I see it's Richter.
It's Richter. I imagine still in the form of like the form you took before. You look like Hammond. You're Hammond.
Yeah, that's right. No. When I went into the crowd with Dylan, just so that I changed to Aaron, the hunter, because I knew no one here will know that face.
Who are you now?
Oh yeah,
you can change it out.
In all of the confusion and fear, Richter just became Gith Richter.
Yeah.
He just dropped the pretense. He's not thinking about that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Rufus quickly just whips around and sees his savior Richter there, and Rufus, one hand on Christoph still. Rufus just grasps at Richter's arm, like pulling on it to like bring himself to his feet. Richter, thank you. What happened?
Explosion, vast explosion. The great loom.
Celeste,
where is the girl? Where is the pregnant woman?
Rufus just spins around back to the wall of masonry and just starts like clawing at it, just trying to get as much out. No, thinking of where Zook was compared to where I've just come from.
My God, he's in there.
Richter, help me dig.
At this point, we're gonna switch over to pings in darkness begin to appear slowly around you, almost like starlight. Just
sorry.
Pinging and flickering on. And Dylan, you come to. Suddenly, all of this this pressure kind of around you is released, and you cough out a big kind of lump of dust and soot. You knock off some minor bricks and rubble on you. You feel kind of yourself, and you know yourself to probably have got away pretty unscathed compared to the majority of people, but still stunned and kind of dazed. You stand up, and you can sense around you. Your breath is kind of it's heavy and dense and thick. You can feel this almost pressure around you of all this dirt in the air, and it does kind of, it is strange on your senses. The sound, it's all a bit muffled. It's like the pings in those kind of ethereal galaxies where you see the sound are almost slightly diminished, but you can hear and sense someone digging, someone moving boulders, maybe 40 feet to your immediate right.
Okay, I'd like to feel around myself, and am I entombed in rocks?
Nope, you get up off the ground. You are not entombed.
First things first, I'd like to focus on the bestial blood that flows through my veins and take upon my hybrid transformation. And with that, Dutch, where are you?
Roll me a perception check, Dutch.
A 9.
No, you can't. You can't hear anything. You get no response.
Do I know it's Dutch?
No, you can just. It's pretty much the only movement at this point.
Okay, I'll move over to that move. I'll move in that direction.
You move in that direction, and Dutch, you see, kind of crouching low and moving over some of the masonry, your brother.
Brother! I'm gonna run over and give him a big hug, and then push him away and tell him he smells like wet dog.
Wait, we must act quickly. Zook, he's buried in the rubble. Quickly, come with me. I'd like to stop. I'd like to lead him in the direction of where sort of I think that Zook might have been.
Okay, you can sense there is essentially like a hill of masonry before you.
Yeah.
And as you begin
to
approach, you can like sort of hear the sounds of masonry falling, and deep within, maybe sort of 20 feet into this mound straight ahead, you can hear voices, you can hear movement and kind of rubble falling, sort of in the center of it, almost like there's some kind of chasm within.
Dutch, the sound, the voices coming from within this mound here. Can you help me dig as quick?
Yeah,
and I'm gonna start lifting up rubble and just displacing it.
Yeah.
Dutch, you can see as you begin to sort of approach through the dust, you can see this like tunnel that's been carved into this this mound of masonry, like a perfect rectangular cut through the kind of thing. It's dusty and there's bodies within there.
Who saw the hole? I did.
You can, yeah.
But brother, there's a hole.
What? What do you mean?
I'm gonna start walking in, just going, "There's a hole."
Fine, and I'll start following Dutch. What? This is strange. How could this be? This is strange.
You begin pushing in, and
did we hear? So when Dutch walked into the hole, did he shout loudly, "There's a hole, hole, hole"? Did we hear that?
Yeah, it's only 20 foot deep, so you can see two figures in the light at the end of the tunnel approaching, and Richter, you hear the voice of Dutch shouting,
"Dutch, get in here!"
I start fucking hoofing it.
You clamber over some bodies, kind of squeeze through, and eventually you get up to near the end of where this strange tunnel is, and you can see Ruthus kind of getting to his knees and clutching at, scrabbling at the ground. You can see Christoph pressed up against the back wall, breathing hard, sort of checking his person and his body for injuries. You can see him kind of lifting up his side, and there's just like internal kind of redness around his ribs. It's probably broken a few.
Oh, fuck it, that's fine. Nothing's hanging out. What's going on?
Lucky, isn't he?
Well, Rufus rolled extremely well.
Richter, what's wrong?
Zook's still trapped under here somewhere, and so is
Where?
the girl, Celeste, the girl with the child. Ask Rufus. He was with him.
Rufus, where am I digging?
You're muted.
Wait, everyone, be quiet. And I'm gonna just try and focus my hearing and see if I can hear anything at all through the wall.
Roll me a perception check, please.
29.
You listen, and everyone kind of quiets for a sec. And faintly through the rubble, you hear 2 heartbeats. Maybe 7 to 8 feet beneath, to the right hand side.
There are 2 heartbeats, roughly this direction. Help me dig, and I'm gonna start
Scrabbling.
taking rubble and.
Yeah, we can toss the rubble into the hole that Rufus left behind.
Yeah.
That's true. Although part of it has kind of collapsed in. There
Sure.
is some space, but I'd like Dutch and Rufus. It's only a 5 foot wide tunnel that's 8 foot high. There's only really enough room one by one.
I can
So-
carry the large bits of masonry back out of the tunnel.
Okay, you
Good
carry
shout.
it
Yeah.
back.
Me and Dylan could form a sort of a
Chain.
chain. What is it? Yeah, a chain. We can like be passing things out.
Okay, in which case, who is going to helm the actual digging?
I think it's gotta
Rufus
be
is
Dutch,
already
right?
there, like clawing at the wall.
So Dutch, you are going to help Rufus. So Rufus, make
Okay.
me an athletics check, please.
28.
Oh hell yeah, boy!
It doesn't
Oh.
take you that long. You begin parting bits of masonry, moving brick. Dutch, you use your strength and your body to actually press up against part of the wall. Because as you begin, because you're kind of having to dig sideways and down,
Yeah.
and it's causing the rubble above, not the bit that's cut through, to kind of cave in. You're having to almost be above Gnome Rufus, stopping the cave-in from happening. You press yourself up, sweat dripping down the side of your head as Rufus passes boulder after brick after piece of wrought iron, pulling it out until you see what looks to be leaves, dead kind of autumnal leaves.
I shout back, "It's Zook! I found him!"
You keep digging and eventually uncover the staff of High Canopy, completely immaculately preserved. A hand gripping the shaft of it. You keep digging further down, and eventually you're able to uncover what looks to be the body of Zook, unconscious. And beneath the body, another body, Celeste's. You pull Zook out and kind of reach down, trying to heave Celeste's body out of this kind of pit that's created underneath Zook. It seems there is almost like a small cavity here that has caved in, maybe kind of after the fact as his form shrunk down, taking the majority of the impact.
Richter, we need you now.
I'm charging up there.
You pull her up, squeezing past Dutch, and place her down. Christoph at the end, kind of blocked between you and Rufus. Uncle, save her! Save my child!
I'm immediately, the moment I get near Celeste, I'm immediately putting 15 points of lay on hands healing into her.
The hand is placed down. Where are you placing it on
on her stomach.
You place your hand down onto the stomach, and the healing energy takes hold, and you feel it kind of pass through into her.
With my hand on the stomach, do I feel any kind of kick?
Make me a perception check, please.
Oh boy. Dylan only heard 2 heartbeats. Oh god. 17.
You can feel a pulse from the stomach.
She made me. We have to get her out of here. This tunnel will not hold forever.
Let's move. Where's Zook's little body?
Zook's body's unconscious, laid out next to Rufus. Rufus has him.
Is he awake?
No,
Richter, can you bring him round? We need him. He's the only one who could get us out.
Gripping the halberd, Richter places a hand on Zook, and I don't actually have it to hand, and I'm on a phone, so please correct me if I'm wrong with this at all, Tashi. But he attempts to transfer 30 point. He attempts to make a 30-point life transference transfer.
The way it works is you take 4d8 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And
all right.
But you deliver twice as much of that as healing.
Okay, that sounds good. I like that. It's a good sacrifice.
Damn.
That's some fucking.
Do you want me to roll for you if it's quicker?
I mean, I don't think I do. I have to roll the necrotic damage? I can do it.
Yeah, you take 4d8.
All right, here we go. Right, roll 4d8. Go. Oh, fuck, 23. Oh, good roll.
So
that was a good roll.
You take 23 points of necrotic damage, and Zook heals for 46 points of healing.
That is some strong healing, son.
You watch.
Take this life.
Good shit.
You watch. Essentially, Richter places his hand upon Zook's chest. You pull open Zook's sort of leather jerkin and place it onto his skin. Richter's arm pulses as his veins sort of expand, and you can see where he's pressing his hand against Zook's chest. Almost the pulse flows from his arm down and through Zook, kind of whoosh, in one kind of double beat. And Zook, you're
There's no air down there. Where's... You're alive?
We'll find Zook.
Let's get out of here before it fucking caves in.
Rufus, what's the plan?
Rufus grasping at Zook, grasping at Celeste, grasping at everyone, like, you're alive. Looking to everyone, we need to get somewhere safe. So can you take us somewhere?
We need to get to. We need to get to a tree. If we do, I can maybe bring some animals to help us if we need to move somewhere quicker.
There's no time.
Where's the closest tree, Rufus?
Probably like in the courtyard where the keep was. We could try and make our way there. But we don't know. We don't know who's there. We don't know who's guarding the place.
Don't worry. I'm fairly unscathed, and I think Dutch is as well. We can fight.
We can do this.
How's Celeste looking? Is she conscious?
Make me a medicine check.
Tashi, I did want to say I wanted to cast Bless on the mother and the child.
It only lasts a minute, remember?
I got a 17.
You kind of kneel down, checking over her body. Christoph is there, like, wake up, darling, wake up. You kind of check her pulse, check her vitals. She is alive, but it is faint, and you can feel you can feel her heartbeat is very slow. As you're kind of feeling over and checking her stomach, you feel the kind of kick and a pulse, and you watch her body sort of contract.
Do I know what that means?
You would assume that she's probably going into labor.
Oh,
Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Not in here. Not in here.
She is having a baby right now.
Someone boil a kettle and get some clean towels.
We have to go to the temple.
I look around. Who's bloodied?
I'm good. I think
good.
most of us are all right.
I'm all right.
If Richter's fine, I'm gonna stick my staff into the ground, and a pulse of yellow energy seeps up from the ground, and I cast it back down as a wash of green yellow light sparks out, and butterflies and flies buzz around. And I'm going to cast Mass Cure Wounds on everyone except Richter.
Yeah, all good.
It's 6 individuals,
Ooh.
so that's Celeste, Christoph, Rufus, Dutch, Dylan, and myself. And
Okay.
you will receive. It's good. 11, 18, 23 points of healing.
Ooh.
In fact,
Exactly
no,
what
I
I needed
will.
to go
I won't
back to
because
full.
I'm full, so I will put it on Richter as well because I'm fine. So
Oh, thank you.
I'll
That's
give
exactly
you
what
some
I
points
took
back.
to. That's
Yeah.
exactly what I took to help to heal you. That's great.
Same here. Exactly what I took. I'm back up to
That's
full.
crazy.
Um,
Seeing this happen, Rufus scrambles over to Celeste, seeing this like potential her going into labor, and then looks up at the others. We need to take her to the temple. The priests, surely, and then he turns to grab Christoph. Is that where it would have happened? She would have given birth there anyway. We need the priest's help.
I assume so. It's the divine birth. Would she be okay? How much healing did she receive?
23 points.
23 points. Okay. You can see her eyes begin to flicker open, and her breathing is shallow as she kind of looks up towards Christoph, seemingly dazed and exhausted.
My friends, this tunnel will not hold. We have to get everyone out.
I'm
Rufus
just
is
going to
gonna
scoop up
pick
the
her up.
pregnant bitch and dip.
Good.
With that, Dylan would like to dash out of the tunnel, scouting ahead, and foregoing the 50 foot of blind sense will attune his hearing to further afield, trying to get a lay of the land.
Okay, Dylan, you sprint back down the tunnel and sort of skid to a halt at the end as you sense 4 figures standing in a sort of line on the outside of this tunnel, just on the edge of your 50 feet.
Okay, I will draw. I will get out the bow and knock an arrow. And I'll pump in a right damage into it, and I'll raise it and slowly stealth forward and try and go unnoticed and sort of get a glimmer of who these might be, if they're friend or foe or not.
How are you gonna see that?
How am I going to see what?
Whether they're
How am I going to see?
foe?
They're like wearing armor. Are they rebels? That kind of.
Okay, well, with
We
my
can't
own
see.
act, I will. Okay,
He's
I
fucking
will.
blind, bro.
I will go and get Zook, and I'll.
Okay, in that
Or
case,
I'll.
you turn round to go back in,
Yeah.
and you hear a voice call out from beyond the dust.
Hi, Jan.
If either of them are still alive, hand them over to us.
And who is it that would have them?
It would be the new leaders of this city.
Oh no.
And who would that be?
The people.
Has any of the rest of us seen any or heard any of this?
I would say at this point maybe you're approaching and you can see Draug standing at the end, and you can hear.
Are these the people who are responsible for the mindless murder of these innocent folk this day?
Does she live?
I put an arrow between his eyes.
Okay.
Yeah!
Hell yeah.
You release the arrow. I'd like you to make me an attack roll, please.
Okay, does he know where I am?
He does, yes.
You're in a very thin hole.
I'm going to use my bonus action to give myself advantage on this.
Okay.
That will be a 30 to hit.
That hits. Oh dear.
Okay, so let me just get some dice for this. So 4d6 of sneak attack.
Oh.
D6 for the bow, for the quiver damage. Another D6 for the right damage, and then obviously D8. So let's see what we get. Oh, it's quite good. Okay, 12, 18.
Getting flashbacks to the Kobold King assassination.
That was a great day.
Splat!
That's such a good day.
34. Wait, I just need to get my character sheet.
Yeah, that's all right.
Oh god. Oh, blood.
This is what you want on the birthday of your child, is a good slaughter. Fertile harvests and all that.
I don't. I think that will be 41 points of damage. Do I hear him fall?
Hang on, we'll get to that. What's your armor class, Dylan?
Right now, it will be 20.
Okay. You let loose, crystallizing an arrow as it kind of whistles and flies. And as you do, you feel a stabbing pain shear in your collarbone as you look and see a bolt sticking out from where from where it landed. Let me roll for damage.
Okay.
So this is a critical hit. As you are unaware of the location that this came from, and they have the assassinate ability.
Okay.
Oh, have you just been counter-rogued?
Well, they shot at the same time, but at different people.
Hot rogue on rogue action.
Okay, so
One thrust sneak attacks.
D&DP.
That looks good, Root.
21 doubled. 42 plus 4. 46.
Halved. Is it piercing?
Points of piercing. It's not magical.
It's halved.
So halved to
24.
22.
22.
22 points of piercing damage, and I'd like you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Okay. Don't fuck me. 13. 14, sorry.
A 14.
Yeah.
You hear a kind of cry and a grunt as you see faintly, or you would feel in your vision, the figure in which you struck, the one talking, falls to a knee. You hear the kind of splatter of blood hitting the ground. But this bolt striking down, almost piercing into the bone, a deadly and critical hit. You watch as kind of blood begins to spur out of the vein that was there, and your vision begins to swim as you are stunned.
Okay.
And
Does he let out a scream? Or?
I'd like everyone to roll initiative, please.
Yeah!
And once we take the initiative rolls, we're going to have a short break.
Ooh, okay.
Because I wasn't sure when a battle would take place, but...
You add your proficiency to your
No.
Dex mod for initiative. Why? Can I please?
Because it's the rule.
God
you
damn
can do if you're a chronomancer, a time wizard.
Oh, of course. No, yeah,
yeah.
good. Yeah, of course.
That must be the most broken thing ever.
Yeah, they like always go
There's
first.
a feat you can take as well.
But
Up to
going
who
first
always goes first.
doesn't really make a huge amount of difference.
Depends on what your class
Doctor
is.
Who bullshit.
Unless you can
Chronoman.
kill them
It
in
really
one turn,
does.
it doesn't.
Because my gameplay for D&D is punching people in the face.
So you need to get. You're gonna punch them
It's
at
a good
some point,
gameplay.
Mike. You just gotta wait. You know, you gotta be patient. Okay, I need to do the turn order.
What am I Am I stunned? Did you say?
You are stunned. Yes.
Okay.
I'm glad that we're mostly doing
How long does
imagination
stunned
games with
last?
this.
It depends on the ability.
Okay.
Imagination.
Because on Roll20 on my phone, like half the screen is the chat box. Now the other half of the screen is just the turn order box. I can't.
Oh, sorry.
Shit.
Okay.
No, it's
you
fine,
can-
it works,
You can
it's all
input
good.
your things into there.
I forgot to use sharpshooter on that attack.
Oh, pull it back. Strike harder.
Is that in? No, I can't enter mine.
You have to. Oh yeah. Oh, you've got it. Nice. What do you mean? That can I roll again? You got a 21. You've put in.
Yeah, I know, but I asked before I rolled.
Oh, I see. I thought you asked after because you were like, oh please, like you'd rolled back.
No.
Okay.
That's a 19 that became a 21, by the way, not a natural 20.
And
Yeah, I rolled an 18. Became a 24.
Fuck you.
It's a +6, but it's still like, obviously when you're a rogue, you just naturally roll well in initiative orders.
yeah, of course. So
Yeah.
we're gonna go for a short break there.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
This is hype. I'm fucking loving this today.
Oh,
Like,
All right.
time
we're
to
gonna-
get some tequila and grapefruit
we're
juice.
gonna move it
Oh.
to the stream. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
My God!
Yes.
But before we go to break,
Yeah.
just have to say, my God, if only we had this terrible situation we're in, where we're stuck in this tunnel and there's all these guys at the end. Do you know who I bet could have invented some incredible magical items to
Who?
get us through
Who,
such a
Rick?
situation? Such a wonderful man as James Gifford with his incredible collection of magical items.
It's your boy. Oh, such sultry box of goodness.
Oh my goodness! Oh, what is in this? I don't even care about this cave collapsing in.
The
Let me look in this
magical
box.
items deck contains 60 magical items, reference cards that are compatible with 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh,
It is a
shit.
bespoke item that allowed,
Oh, that
I
is
don't
a
know if you can
bespoke
see it.
one.
This one,
And we can
this
probably
item here
jury-rig it into
allowed,
60 when that
allowed
happens
Dylan
too.
to cast the wall of water in the start of the episode.
It's your rogue
You
see?
waterfall.
Without this, we'd be fucked.
I imagine that Dylan has that like under his other clothes because he doesn't like the style.
No, I think I
Yeah.
think he's got his like sort
He's got his
of
overcoat.
long sort of leather jacket that he wears, and his But
Another
it's a bit
one.
elfy for him. He's not huge.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, there you
The thermo gloves.
Which was just meant to be for a caster or an alchemist that we found out is really good on a pugilist or a monk.
Precisely.
Genius. So there's unmeta options that you can make meta for D&D.
They're very versatile, is what
Yeah.
he's saying. Okay, I'm going to mute us on stream. We'll be back in 10. Dinner's in
Right
the
time.
chat.
Yes.
Dinner's in the chat.
50 years, man.
We're back on stream.
Wait.
It's telepathically telling you is one day you're going to leave this window open, and I'm going to be in there.
Oh, please. My nice
Flapping about with my 3-foot wingspan, with all that warhammer lying around.
I wonder if you put the crow like next to the window, if it will put them off.
Ooh, there's a idea.
Cool.
Yeah, I might give it a go.
A scarecrow.
I saw a bird being eaten by another bird. Did I tell you guys that?
I think I recall.
No. Did you?
Or a bird being eaten by another bird at like 8 o'clock in Sunday morning.
Birds will
Going
do
to,
that.
like-
I've seen that.
What?
Oh, bless me. Are we back
And,
on?
like, no, it was killing the other bird.
Yeah, we're in. We're on. We're live.
I'm ready. Where's Aiden?
I don't know.
Adon.
I don't know.
Adonis.
It's taking longer.
Adon.
Adonis. Oh, my face
Adonis.
is red. I'm eating this really spicy curry. Hooey.
I'm back, boys.
Hey,
Oh boy.
I've lost the turn order.
Yeah,
You're-
it may have gone. It may have gone.
I'm drunk.
I got a 48, if we all remember. I got a 48.
Oh yeah, I lost it too, but I got a 6. I can whack that in if it
You
comes
can
up.
re-roll.
Would be nice.
I got a 21.
Are we back, or are we still?
We're back on
I'm not
stream,
leaving,
yeah.
but-
Yeah,
Hey guys, everybody. Okay, I won't talk strategy. Okay.
Okay.
But did that thing I was talking about sound good?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I didn't pay attention.
Well, to be honest, that might actually turn out interesting. Let's see. Let's see what you do.
Oh, the tunnel.
If
Yeah,
you've
yeah,
actually
yeah,
perfectly
yeah,
predicted
yeah,
what I'm going to
yeah,
do,
yeah.
I'm going to be really impressed.
Oh no! I wonder if you'll predict what I'm going to do because it's it's pretty big.
Oh man, this is tight.
I just drew it. I just drew it just now.
Beautiful. Goodness.
So
Oh,
tight.
were we not meant to do combat?
Actually,
here?
just for reference, and I should have said this. So my AC is 18 base.
And then plus
I've got-
2 when you're in your thing.
It's no +1 if I'm on my thing, +2 if I've got a shield out. Because sometimes I fight with the shield and the
Yep.
shadow blade.
Okay.
Yeah. Everyone forgets that I have a shield because I'm a rogue,
That's
but
right.
that's fine.
Yeah.
But I think it takes longer to get a shield out and stuff. So normally it's not out. So normally it's 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wonder if you have a shield on your back and you spin round, is it suddenly active?
I don't know. I was thinking about maybe talking to Kunda about potentially like making like a shield that I could like just sort of a sprung shield so it could come out like ching ching.
Oh yeah, that'd be sick. Whoosh! Proper Iron
Imagine
Man.
it come out like a giant fan, like.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be sweet. Yeah.
Oh, that would be so dope.
Yeah, but I mean,
Oh,
it's not too out of the
shield.
realms of
But then it's
possibility.
concealable as well, because it'd only be one straight bit that it all folds out from.
I mean, it's
Resident
technically just
Artificer.
spring-loaded. I don't know why that would be too complex. Yeah.
Or just like
I mean,
so it's
as soon as it
two
gets
bits
hit
like
with
that, and then it
Warhammer, though, it's fucked.
comes around either side like you.
Like a fan.
A good buckle.
Yeah, like a fan. Yeah, like a fan, but that extends all the way around.
360.
Yeah,
and then you can detach it into 2 fans, and now you're Katana from Mortal Kombat.
Ooh!
You know,
Oh,
steel
yeah.
fans from the fan wars of ancient China.
Yeah. Why was that a thing?
Or there's a Chinese buckler.
Right. Okay. We're back in. So.
I feel really sorry for everyone watching because that wasn't D&D.
This is you
For a
going,
while,
that's
it
all
wasn't D&D.
The turn order's still blank for me. Is that the same for everyone
Yeah.
else?
Shit.
This
Yeah,
side.
cool.
Yeah, same.
Oh, why?
Where?
yeah, it's blank for me. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking blank, bro.
Yeah, it's blank.
refresh.
Tashi.
It's Lloyd
Is
Blankfein.
it? It's blank. Is it still blank?
It's
It's
Raymond
LeBlanc.
It's,
It's
Joe
Matt
LeBlanc.
LeBlanc.
It's Matt LeBlanc right now. Yeah.
there we go, that's what I was trying to say.
Why
I just went
the
with
hell
Go
is it
Blanc.
blank? Hide from others.
Should I hit reload or something?
Is
I've
it
done
there
I've reset it. Nope.
Yeah, let's
No, it's
refresh.
still fucked, man.
now? Turn it off.
Well, that's it, guys. We win the combat. Well done, everyone.
Weird.
I guess we all get to go first.
Default, the best victory.
Okay, I've just.
Yeah, my
Do you remember what you rolled?
yes.
I got
Yeah,
6.
21.
It wasn't good.
I got a 69.
Ooh, baby.
Hey,
Wait.
Lamau.
You know.
I'm gonna set
Oh.
you all.
Writing came up.
Bing, bong,
Oh.
bing,
D4,
bong, bing,
26,
bing,
9.
bing, bing,
There aren't any
bing, bong.
tokens on this page
No tokens.
that take a turn. Right click to add a token, add a turn. You can also use shortcut Control
Control
plus
U.
U.
There you go.
Oh, it's back!
Oh,
Oh,
hey!
women.
Oh,
Type them
here
in.
we go.
Punch him in.
Punch it.
Beep, 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 beep.
Why doesn't this work?
Oh, it's being awkward. Here we go. 6. No, not
Oh,
what.
he also
God
got
damn it.
20.
Okay.
That's
Aiden, are you trying to use a phone for this?
Yes, I'm doing this on a phone. Okay, and I'm doing wonderfully.
Doing it live.
Bam!
Want me to do yours, Dutch?
It won't go in.
Oh, wait, there it is.
Okay.
Okay. There we go. Okay, we're in. Hooey. Hooey.
Thanks,
Rick.
viewers, for sticking with us.
Ooh-wee.
Oh, shenanigans.
Ooh-wee.
Watch as I just get steadily more not drunk throughout the evening.
Yeah.
It's
The
just
hype
It
is
cheese.
doesn't have a
sobering.
name.
It's
I
just
am now on the
hydration,
cheap. Yeah, I am now on the less than £5 wine.
not wine, Aiden.
Okay.
Rocca.
It's not
Gusano
wine.
Rojo.
Demented Ryby.
Oh, yeah. Shit, I
Who's
didn't
up
roll for
first?
them. Sorry. Hang on.
Bruno.
And just so we're clear, Varian is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, Varian is nowhere to be
He's
seen.
sleeping it off. Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
like
Just
at the lion's
fucking
perch.
dead, Joe.
Just
Face down, drunk at a brothel with a dwarf's cum seeping out his ass.
Oh.
You had to go there
Oh.
every time.
Where is my ring? I passed it. Okay.
It's still
Oh,
fucked.
dude.
Oh, there it is. There it
That's
is.
so real. That
There it
vision.
is. All right.
Right, he's not here to argue with that, so it's canon.
Remember that time that Theo wasn't here, so I vomited in his gun, and we
Oh.
didn't tell him.
Oh,
This is a
yeah.
And I
previous
think-
character.
Yeah. Back when you was a gunslinger.
Ooh.
Sick rifle. It just farts out some vomit.
Oh, dude.
I think that's a Borderlands weapon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Queef
First up,
with some fucking matter to it.
as you take this bolt in the side, feeling the sort of shockwave of it coursing through your brain, your vision swims. The kind of pulses around you just become kind of immaterial mess, and you are stunned for your turn.
My turn.
Yeah, just for the turn. So
Okay.
your first turn is you are stunned, but next up, it is Dutch. Dutch, you have
Hey!
Celeste. Oops, I just moved everyone. Didn't mean to do that. You have Celeste over your shoulder currently. Top of the head.
Okay, so I'm going out the door, I said, didn't I?
So your brother's sort of blocking the entrance currently. You'd have to kind of push past him, which might be difficult. He's standing there, kind of swaying back, and you can see a bolt sticking out of his sort of collarbone.
I'm going to put Celeste down when I see him, tell the person behind me to take her back, and then I'm going to shout, "Brother!" and rage.
You summoned Varg Vikernes.
Okay. And then charge forth. Then what?
Can I stand 5 foot away from him, please, and throw a snake?
Oh,
Ooh.
5 foot away from who?
Oh, I wanted to charge at one of the dudes who shot my bro.
Can you see them?
Oh, can I move out? I can't move my dude.
You should be able to.
Where's... Okay, so what would you say my movement is? Like here? It double?
Yeah, so that's 15. 15
Okay.
10.
Where are the people that shot him?
Yeah.
You can see maybe 15 foot in front of you due to the dust.
Oh, and I can't see the people who shot. Then I'm gonna... So what's block... If I stood back here, would that be the front door fully blocked?
Yeah, I mean, not really. You'd be off to the side. It's 5 feet, and Draug is standing like 5 feet out. So there is kind of enough room to squeeze past. It's just gonna take more effort
Yeah, I'd
to
like
squeeze
to...
past him.
Yeah, okay, instead of going here, can I end it here?
Yeah.
And just stand in front of him so he can't get shot again while he's stunned?
Okay, sure.
Channeling the Unway.
Yeah. My fucking
Hell yeah.
boy.
My boy.
All right. Okay. So are you holding your action for anything?
Yeah, if someone comes near, I want to throw a snake at them.
Okay, so that's within a 10 foot.
Have I missed something? What's this snake?
The most unexpected
Snake whip.
special
It's
move
his
that Dutch
Viper
could
whip.
have.
It's his Viper whip.
Oh, okay. I see.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
He's just being silly.
Snakes.
Okay, noted.
I want to whip it out like Scorpion, so it is like I'm just throwing a snake, but in like a straight line.
Okay, next
So,
up.
yeah.
Oh, my keeps locking. Okay.
Ding, ding, ding. Why do I feel like
Next up is Thorian. He emerges from the dust and rubble, dressed as a beggar. My Bahamut's wings summons Blade Wall.
you
On the
dare
pregnant
approach us,
lady, let's
peasant?
get this baby out.
Okay. There is a whistle through the air as something flies towards you, Dutch.
Oh shit.
Nice. For a 22 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Something stabs into your side, and you look down. You can see a dart sticking out of your sort of abdomen.
Oh.
You take 5 plus sneak attack. You take 12 points of piercing damage, which you halve.
Yep.
Theo,
So
Dylan. Alright, carry on
Yes.
actually. Sorry, I'll do it after you finish.
Message me.
What did I say? Forgotten what I said now. Halved.
The 6.
How much did you take? 12. No.
So, yeah.
12.
Did I say 12?
12 halved.
7 plus. Yeah, 12 half. So you take 6 points of damage, and I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Yeah.
You have advantage on this
Yes, thank you.
because this is a stun effect.
Natural 12 first, and then a natural 20 on the second one.
Oh, son.
Hey,
Something kind of courses into you, some kind of venomous effect, perhaps, but you shrug it off. Your brain, your school of hard knocks will not allow it. Dylan, you hear, well, you feel, now you're not stunned,
Yeah.
rubble moving in this vicinity here.
Yeah. Can I react to that at all?
If you have a reaction to do something.
Can I remind you
I'll
before we
save my
carry on?
I'll save my
Because
reaction.
it might affect what you do.
Okay.
You've got, because I gave you that rune,
Yeah.
the cloud rune.
Yeah.
You can use your reaction to,
Yeah.
when a creature is hit within 30 feet of you, use your reaction to choose a different target for that attack, regardless of the range.
That's only when he's like ignited the rune, though, right?
No, this one's just a reaction.
No, but I mean, in order to use that ability, he's got to like
Ignite the rune.
Start the rune for its.
Oh, is
duration.
it? Oh, okay.
They're all
Okay.
like
How
How
that,
do I do
mate.
that?
You've got to.
I don't know.
what's it called, Zook?
I've like paraphrased it, written it down because I
Yeah.
didn't have the space. I'll double check.
Yeah, I imagine it's the same. Regardless, there is a there is movement over here which you hear due to your senses.
No, this is a reaction. You use your reaction to invoke the rune.
Okay. I'll save it then, but thank you for letting me know.
How many times?
Once
do
you
do
invoke it, you can't do it again until you finish a short or long rest.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay.
Right. That's gonna end...
The other target I have to see or hear. Is that right? Sorry.
That's gonna end their turn, regardless.
Yeah.
Next up is Zook. What's your dexterity modifier?
+3.
Okay, then this person is up first. You hear calling out from the same figure from before, kind of a cough and splutter, and then, "We don't want to fight you. We just want Celeste." Call out from the dust.
Is that the same? Is that the same figure that I shot?
Same figure.
How did he sound?
Gruff. You can roll me a intelligence check real quick.
Sure. Ooh, that will be an unnatural 20.
Hear from his voice, he has 30 points of health.
You're used to city life and picking up on different accents, voices, and all sorts. You've heard this voice before. You know it to be the worker Lamb, who you encountered outside the loom the day before, helping up the old man who was.
And
carrying
from
the
that,
sacks.
do I know how rough he is? That's the one that I shot. Do I know how rough he sounds?
It's hard to tell. That's definitely hard to tell.
Yep.
You can hear him like get up from his like kneeling and coughing blood.
Sure.
Okay. Remind me of your passive perception again, Dylan.
21.
Yeah, that's what I had written down. Okay. In fact, okay. Two of the figures, including one of them being Lamb, from around this position here, either retreat out of your kind of radius or you can't pick them up. The other two you can hear kind of sneaking about in the dust. You can hear them sort of approaching.
Okay.
That is the end of their turn. Zook, you are up next.
Okay, so Christoph's behind me.
Yes.
Is there room to squeeze past Rufus and Richter, or is it going to be hard? Bearing in mind, I can like float up and around them.
It's only 8 foot high, so you could sort of maybe. It's very cramped.
Yeah.
I'm small.
But you are small, so you're able to sort of squeeze through their space.
Yeah.
Without incurring any penalty because you're a gnome.
Sure. I'm just gonna float up and over in front of Celeste. Kind of turn to Ruthless like, I think we should get her back, and then turn to face Brother Draug and kind of put a hand in his shoulders like, what do you see? What's out there?
Tell me, boy.
What do your half-elf eyes see? He can
I
respond.
just give him a quick
right?
response.
Sure. Yeah, I think quick response.
Roughly how many men do I see?
You initially
Or
you
people?
initially felt four
Or
presence standing out there.
around 4. 3 in front, 1 behind to my right.
What's obscuring
yeah,
our
actually,
vision?
That would have been a 5th that you heard noise.
4 in.
You don't know if it's an enemy. You just heard noise over there.
There's 4 to the front. There's noise behind. I don't know how many more. Perhaps a marksman on a rooftop.
Okay. What's obscuring our vision?
All of the dust. You know, this is probably a bad example of visualization, just because I'm mentioning something that's quite horrific and we're playing a game. But 9/11, you know the video footage of 9/11 where there's like all that dust.
Oh, through the streets,
Oh.
yeah.
You just can't see
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
That's the similar amount of dust. This is in no way a comparison to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's imaginary.
Yeah,
The
I
horrible
understand.
atrocity that happened.
Yeah.
I love the way
Okay,
we're not
it's-
even like a month into a Twitch stream, we're already apologizing because of 9/11.
That's not what I'm doing.
Anyway, I get the visual representation.
Yeah,
Great.
That, it's
Um,
like almost orangey as the sun tries
Yeah.
to filter through,
Yeah.
but it's very dark. It's like dim light.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, as Zook he starts muttering under his breath like, and suddenly his circlet starts to like hum, and wind starts whipping and a kind of halo around his head as it just like rushes off from the circlet, spinning and gets larger, and then a huge swirling mass of air just like completely wipes away the dust, and I'll cast Howling Gale far enough away, so maybe 25 feet in front of Dylan or Dutch, 25 feet in front of Dutch, and a 20-foot radius sphere. So it's pretty much maybe let's say 30 feet in front of Dutch, and then like 40 feet across, a huge column of air just erupts, and anyone within there has to make a dexterity saving throw.
So what's the radius? Sorry.
20 feet.
So it's 40-foot diameter altogether,
Yeah.
So
centered
there.
around here. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, 5, 10. Yeah.
Then, like-
So it's like the edge of it is buffeting here.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me make some strength saves.
Dex, I think.
Dex. Sorry, Dex. Did you say?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Howling Gale.
Dexterity save. That one is a 19 for Lamb.
That's passes.
And I'll do each individually. Guy. Wow, natural 1. Nope. He's gone. Second
Fails.
Guy. Second guy is an 18.
That passes. That's the
This
DC.
one is a 19. Rolled a natural 16. That's
Oh
good.
god damn, that passes.
Sorry, yeah. Good rolls. And
Mm.
oh no, yeah, that's it. So, I guess you would hear a sort of "Ah!" as one of them gets caught up in this. What happens to
It's
them?
incredibly loud. Anyone that fails is deafened, and their speed is reduced to 0, so they can't move.
Well, it's like around them, isn't it?
Yeah, but the main objective was to try and actually clear the dust so we can see that area.
Okay, the dust clears.
Does it fade afterwards?
No, it's still there. It's concentration.
Okay. Just does there no? I won't be able to see. I won't be able to sense anything in that radius because
Yeah.
of the noise.
Because it's all sound.
Oh, okay.
But that's all right.
That was one of my circlet spells.
What's it called?
Oh shit.
Howling Gale.
One of the guys
Oh.
wasn't in the radius, but I'll treat that as one of the ones that passed. It's okay.
Yeah.
That's my fault. So you see. Let me change them.
Assassino!
You see, as the dust kind of blows away, you see two figures in kind of hood and robe, a third in armor, kind of standing amongst them. Does it just change the dust in that area, or is it like blowing out too? It's like pushing it around.
It's like a cylinder of howling gale, like
So I imagine around
of air
it
just
also
swirling
it's kind of
around.
swirling. So it is beginning to kind of disperse. You can see around
Yeah.
it is beginning to disperse.
I love when Zook drops this Final Fantasy shit on us. It's so impressive.
Oh yeah, man.
you see the two.
He turns any campaign into a high fantasy.
The two figures. This one on the right now, speed being 0. Do they take any damage?
No,
This is the one caught.
just can't
You
move.
can see he's like caught in there. Does it affect range at all? Like,
In terms of when someone shoots through it or
Yeah.
something. It doesn't say it does. No.
These two robed figures holding their actions are going. Oh no, that guy already went. Apologies, because I threw the. No, I didn't. It was the guy behind that went. I'm getting confused. There's like multiple different layers of different people. Those two holding their actions are going to throw darts towards Dutch now that they've been seen.
Is it
Can
still
they
my
both
turn?
see each other?
Can who? What? Yes, Dutch.
Okay.
Dutch can see them now. They're
No, but
like
can the
out in
two figures see each other?
the two figures, this guy
Yeah.
and this guy.
I can't see the second guy. I can only see one. Oh wait, can these two see each other? Or is it-
Yeah,
is the gale in the way?
This is Lamb.
Oh, okay, sure.
The gale is centered here, and it's like huge. It's a huge area.
I can't see anything.
No,
can't
there's
see
no
what you do.
there's no representation on them.
No, sure. I think Roop said it was. Zook still said it was his turn.
Yeah, is it still my turn? Because I have a.
Yeah, they're using their reaction.
It's a reaction.
Their held actions.
As I look at my circlet and cast a spell, I look down at my wrist and I just look at the rune, and suddenly my vision, my eyes roll back, and they just start like glowing with a white mist as I enter a storm trance and enter my prophetic state of the storm giant, the
Very
rune
cool.
that Rufus gave me.
All right. So, oh no,
Yeah.
terrible roll, and another terrible roll, a 3 and a 5, which even with pluses aren't going to hit. So 2 darts, suddenly they're like exposed, and they throw 2 darts towards Dutch, which both sort of like go wide. Dutch, you manage to like even just dodge one of them as it kind of clatters across.
Nice.
Zook, have you got anything else to do? Are you moving?
I'll like push myself up against the wall so anyone that's behind me finds it a bit easier to get past.
Okay. Next up is Christoph. Uncle, what's going on out there? He shouts.
Get back, Christoph. Back to the end of the tunnel.
You see, he like reaches for a small kind of hilted dagger that looks sort of for show, but he pulls it out and sort of presses his back against the wall.
Don't do anything brash. We're
Ceremonial
gonna get
dirk.
out of this.
That's his go. Okay. So, I need to make a roll for Celeste. Celeste is quiet for this round. Next up, we have Ruthus. It is your turn.
Okay. So within the last 6 seconds, Dutch has passed her to me, and Zoop has flown over the top of me. I get hold of Celeste, and I'm gonna move back and deposit her at the back of the tunnel, next to Christoph.
Okay, I'll move her back.
How's she looking? Same as?
Yeah, her eyes are shut, but she's grunting.
She needs a fucking epidural around now.
I turn back around. Rufus turns back around. Richter's standing in front of him. Looking ahead, there's sort of just a blockage of bodies and there's some shouting and shit. Richter, we need to get out of here. Is there anything you can do? I've got nothing. We're in a corner.
Can I respond, or do I have to wait for my turn?
We do quick responses, I think, are fine.
Yeah. I have something. I can create another passage out. I can't do it right away. I need a little time to charge it. We must protect them. Keep them at the back. That'll be the entrance point for the new tunnel.
You need time?
I can't do it right now, but maybe in the next metaphorical round, I'll be able to.
Okay.
But I will stand guard over them.
I can't really get past, can I? Tashi?
You can. It just costs double movement past here. So you can go 5, 10, 15, 20 to get to out here.
I've got half movement, right? So because of exhaustion.
Oh, yeah. So how much do you move now?
15 feet.
Yeah, so you can move to here. And that's where you were already, right?
I was purposefully stood at the side. Don't know if that helped.
So he can go 5, but then it's 10, 15, and then it'd be 20 to get out.
Oh yeah.
So
I suppose you moved
thingy
back as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Long Strider on myself. So I've got an extra 10 feet of movement.
In which case you can make it to here, and then you still have 5 foot left.
Cool. Yeah. So Rufus's eyes flash green for a moment, and then suddenly, just his legs grow an extra amount. So he's just got really long legs. So he can just step over things.
Long Dalton legs.
That's a great explanation of that spell.
Thought of it like that before. That is
It's
amazing.
wonderful.
Love that.
Quite literal.
Yeah, and then I'll make it to there, and just kind of help block this doorway, because I can't do anything else. So, yeah. Actually, when I'm there, no, I'm not going to do that. Never mind. Carry on.
Okay. Before your turn, Richter.
Yes.
Oh, I'm going to invoke the rune.
Okay. Is that a bonus action?
Yeah.
Cool. Let me see.
Yeah, I can't do that. Oh no, I can't do it again. I don't do that.
Interesting. Okay. Rufus, upon exiting out into the open, the kind of dust and wind blowing about you. No, Josh.
What?
Right. I need you to make me an intelligence saving throw, please.
Okay.
Going on.
This. Wait, what's disadvantage? Just ability checks.
Just ability checks, yeah.
Is it magic based?
It is. It's magic.
Or I get advantage
You do.
for being unknown. Ooh, it's an unnatural 20.
Oh,
You
hell
feel
yeah.
you feel something try to pierce into your mind. You hear whispers. You hear voices. You hear a woman's voice calling to you. Rufus, you are on the wrong side. The wrong side. Around. But you resist. Richter, it's your turn.
Yes. You said before your go, Richter, were you going to make me do a check or something or
No, it
anything?
was before your go was this other person's go.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, so very quick dinners in the chat. I'm enjoying a fava bean risotto with parsley, lemon juice, and nutritional yeast on the top. Now, here we stand in the tunnel. Richter hears and sees the cacophony of violent sword, wind, dust, and steel taking place at the end of the tunnel, like a maw into hell. But behind him, he sees the wounded pregnant woman and the shivering, cowardly Kristoff against the wall, and he knows he cannot leave these innocents. Richter takes the pearl of power from his side and focuses on it, saying to himself, "Restore!" and feels once again energy passing into him to once again channel the power, but he cannot do it yet. Richter will now stand ahead of Kristoff and Celeste and try to basically stand as broadly in the tunnel as he can to sort of try and catch any sort of bolt that should manage to fly past all of the other occupants of the tunnel. He has a plan as he turns back and eyes the wall behind Celeste and Kristoff. Hold fast, my friends. Please, hold fast. And I think that's me.
So let me just get the exacts right on your held. You're holding the tunnel.
I'm holding the tunnel. I now have a spell slot restored, but it takes an action to use the Pearl of Power. And yes, I'm now standing basically right in front of Kristoff and Celeste.
So you've regained the spell slot, but you're gonna have to wait till next turn to be able to cast it.
Exactamundo.
Okay, my mistake. I thought you might be holding it first.
Oh no.
Okay, so back to the top of the round. Dylan,
Okay.
you awake from your stupor.
Shaking off the paralysis. Assess the situation. Directly behind me, is there still dust cloud?
It's blowing back slowly away. It's maybe about sort of here.
Is there any rubble I can duck behind? Is there anything I can hide behind? Or can I move into the dust to the point of not being seen?
Yeah, you could. So it steadily rises. So imagine sort of where this darker line is, because it's quite easy to imagine. That's where the dust is kind of receding. It would be thicker there. And there is plenty of masonry, all kind of, the big boulders on Shoreham Beach, and you can sort of hide in them. I imagine.
I need to be within 50 feet of these people to see them. Otherwise, I cannot
If you step back, you're going to be away from them.
Well, I was wondering if
Although
I can step back to
anyway, because it's all air and it's making loads of noise. There's just a big
this one here. This one here is not in. This one here. Why can't I click? Okay, this one here isn't in the.
No,
Yeah, they're all in it, aren't
They're
they?
all in it. They're all in it.
They're all in the. Okay.
This guy's like
Are there
right on the
any?
edge.
Are there any behind me?
Oh,
Any
cool.
fig?
Thanks, Rube.
Okay. Are there any figures behind us that I can sense?
You can use your action to try and really sense
My
it if
action?
you want. I mean, in the rules, it's like doing a full check to kind
Yeah,
of perceive
of
people
course.
invisible,
If I move back, would I be able to hit? Would I be able to sense them though? Would I be able to hear them
if they were making noise.
if they're making noise? But I have to sense them.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah, no, I will. It's fine. No, I mean they're incapacitated, so it's better than me just shooting them with arrows.
Yeah, meta-wise, when they start their turn, they have to make a save against it as well. In the
Okay.
thingy.
So I will. But you said I heard some movement over behind me, correct?
You heard movement over there
Yeah.
that sounded like people moving, and it pinged up, and now is
Okay.
seemingly vanished.
Okay. I'll try and hear for someone behind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make me a perception check, then, please.
Okay. Ooh, a 1 and a 2. So that's an 11. A 13, sorry.
Unfortunately.
My God.
Unfortunately, that you listen, but the noise coming from this like wall of air is just sort of throwing your senses off.
So what I'll do is I will go to like here-ish and sort of. So if I'm able to go like here and sort of get myself flat and just bonus action hide.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Roll me a stealth check, please.
Okay. Oh, that's better. 30.
You feel sufficiently hidden, but if anyone, for example, if someone's standing over this side that you can't see and has eyes on you,
Well, where? So would I have been able to sort of like know where the bolt came from?
The bolt that hit
me.
you came from ahead of you somewhere.
Ahead of me.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you would imagine outside of your 50-foot.
Yeah, for sure. That's fine. Ahead of me is fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Potentially head to the left as it struck you sort of here.
So if I'm Dylan, to my left, to the left of.
Kind of, yeah. If you're facing forwards, so probably like over in this direction.
Are you pinging it on the?
Yeah, like in this sort of.
Okay, I'll go the opposite side then, if that's okay. So I'll go here instead.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Next up, Dutch.
Yeah.
Before your turn.
Oh shit.
No, sorry, no, not before your turn. They're after you.
So, alright. I can't see anyone.
You can see into this swirling vortex of air, and you can see 3 figures. One here, his hood is blown back, and you recognise his face. You recognise him as the sort of worker that had helped the old man who had fallen and protected him from the kind of overseer.
Yeah, the whipping man. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. They're far away, man, huh? So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Also, if you enter that, you can see there's a vortex whipping about, and you don't imagine it's gonna pick friend or foe.
What is it? It's just wind.
It is just wind, but it's very strong wind in like a column.
It knocks you about and stops you from moving.
Yeah, I don't know that.
No, you don't. I never said.
Oh, that's a pencil.
What What are you going to do, Dutch?
I'm gonna go forwards. How do I pick stuff? What the fuck? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then can I use a Moxie to bonus action dash?
I can't see that you've moved.
Me needs.
Oh,
Oh, there we go.
okay. So I think as soon as you enter it, he has to make a dex save, right?
Yeah.
I have advantage on this because I can see it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Danger sense. Let's see. Danger sense.
You would have also seen one of the guys just being buffeted around and not
Yeah.
moving.
Hang on. Danger sense.
There's also something in the.
Yep. Yeah. It is. Yep.
Yep. Cool. Okay. Thank fuck. I've got advantage. That's not a lot better.
Oh god.
I've got a 15.
That failed.
You fail. You stop short right here on the edge as you are. It just catches you and you are stuck in place.
And you can't hear anything apart from howling
You're
wind.
now deaf. It like blows your eardrums out.
Can I use an inspiration?
To re-roll.
Yeah.
Tell me how Dutch does this.
As the wind starts to blow into his eyes and start to deafen him, he braces his feet into the freshly laid dust and dirt on the floor, and finding like a boulder behind him, he uses all of his strength to push through into the barrier of the wind and uses strength to carry him forwards to victory and to break someone's fucking head.
Well, re-roll me the dexterity save. It's not strength.
Yeah, but it's strength now. No, it's a 1!
Oh boy.
You have advantage though. You've got advantage.
Oh yeah, shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, let's re-roll the
Oh,
whole
it's
thing.
a 17 plus
Hey.
Plus what?
8, so 25.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You've got
praise
fine.
be the worm.
You've
Oh.
got +8 on your dex save. No way.
Oh no.
It'll be enough to pass, even if he's wrong.
Oh no!
Oh
Five.
no.
7, it's a 7.
Yeah, that passes.
Wait, it's not a
He's
17.
fine.
It was a 7.
No, the 17, I rolled a natural 17,
Okay. Yeah.
and it's plus
Yeah, you're fine.
That's
Four.
you're good.
2, yeah.
So you move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
And then I wanted to bonus action dash with a Moxie.
To where?
Bam.
Okay.
Actually, I'd like to go here,
Sure.
and I'd like to throw a snake in his face.
Okay, you whip out
My snake?
with your snake whip.
Snake.
Make an attack.
Fucking sick!
Snake.
It's
Snake!
a 19.
It's a what?
19.
That hits.
Okay, so it's a D8. So I got a 7, then +2 because I'm raging. Plus 1 for the whip, so that's 3 on top of the 5. So that's 8. 8 plus 7 is 15. Then plus a D4 for the poison.
No. Oh yeah, the whip is.
It is.
Yep.
Plus 1 on poison.
Yep.
Very nice.
So far it's a 15. Add a 4. So that's 19 on the.
This like whip almost like it using the magic that pulses within it becomes a snake, and it whips out and latches onto his neck, and you see he cries out as the poison sort of courses through him. 19 points of damage on the first. Nice.
And then I'd like to. Fuck it. I'm going to do it again. No, I'm going to move forward and grapple him because I can use one of my actions to grapple.
Yes, one of your attack actions. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to go forward and grapple him now.
Yep, you still got some movement left. You step
Yeah.
Want
forwards,
to use that snake.
grapple.
Yep.
Make a athletics check. He's gonna make an acrobatics. Roll a natural 1.
8.
Yeah, you grab him, locking him in place. He is unable to move.
Can I like wrap him up with the snake so it's like a boa constrictor with my whip stop?
You haven't restrained him, but maybe around his arm.
Yeah.
One arm. Does that end your go? Have you got another attack?
No, I've got because I used my bonus action.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so after your turn, it is.
Good. I need a wee quick. Ow!
You alright?
It's Lamb's turn. Okay.
Lamb.
You see, as you need to make a
Dex saving throw.
dex save. That's a natural 18.
Can I
plus 4.
can I look at him and my misty eyes go, "You're not supposed to get out of this," and prophesize that he has disadvantage.
Yeah, has he got to re-roll it?
Yeah, I
Is
guess
that how
so.
it works, or is it they re-roll?
You get to give advantage or disadvantage on a saving throw
I think
or
I-
ability check.
Disadvantage, yeah.
Okay, so
So I
I'll
can use
roll
my
with
reaction.
this. That's a 12 plus 4, which is a 16.
Yes.
Oh no, sorry, no. It's a plus 4 on his dex, but it's a plus 8 for his save. So he's got very good dexterity.
Oh well.
So, oh no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. He's got plus 5, so it's a 17.
You're killing me.
Sorry, I was looking at the other guy. Sorry, he's got plus 5 because his dex is plus 3, but
He
his
just
saving
fails.
throw is plus 5. So 17 fails. He kind of strides forwards, but is locked up. You see, he pulls the kind of sleeve back of where his mail is, grabbing the dagger, and you see him slice down the inside of his arm. You can't hear what he's saying, but you can see him muttering.
Jesus.
It looks as though he's like almost like praying or sacrificing in some way. He closes
Crawling
his
in my
eyes,
skin. These wounds, they will not heal.
looking up, sort of almost in a begging like fashion, pleading. You
Oh
can
no.
see pain in his face, like the pain not just from the gouge in his arm, but pain. The same kind of look that you've seen on other workers throughout the city, the kind of anguish and heartache that these people feel for the way that they're treated and the things that they've had to do for their families, etc. And he stares up, and you see a dark kind of shadow begin to envelop him. And the dark
What kind of
shape,
magic is this?
the dark shape coalesces about him until he fades away in shadow. And you watch as he shadow steps right
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
to here.
Oh, fuck.
As he appears out of shadow, kind of whoosh about him, you can see his pupils are somewhat black for a sec, but he blinks, his arm kind of dripping blood onto the ground. He's going to take a bit of damage. Okay.
Where did he go to? Is he near with his circle?
He's here.
Oh, there. Thank you.
He kind of steps out. His eyes black for a second, fade and become back to normal as he kind of regains himself, almost looking wide-eyed at the fact that he kind of managed this feat. He stares towards you, Rufus, and you can see he brandishes a short sword, and dagger.
Bronze setup.
I think so. Oh, come on. God.
It's a dex build. Fuck.
This is the annoying thing. It keeps locking.
Not
all
the
time.
Jamie Lannister where he like pulls it out and sticks it in the guy's eye.
Ah.
So he is going to move now that he's free. 5, 10, and then this is like considered difficult terrain. All of the kind of rubble that you're moving over, so obviously it's pretty difficult. So he can get to here as he strides across, and he is going to make his action attacks on you, Ruthus. He's going to bring his short sword down for a strike. Oh, a natural 18. He's rolling for a 26 to hit.
Oh.
It hits.
You bring the Aegis Aurora up, but he's quick and brings it down to the side. It does 7 points of piercing damage. Weird, the short sword does piercing damage. Why does it say that? It does, though. 7 points of piercing damage, and I'd like you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Con
saves in this fight.
I don't get advantage for anything, do I? No. 21.
You feel a pulse of poison shredding through your veins, but you resist the majority of the effects, so you can take half damage. Ooh. 26 points of poison damage, but you halve it, so it is 26 halved, 13 points of poison damage.
Okay.
He is going to strike again with his short sword. Oh, it's a 16 plus 8, which is a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
God damn.
It does it.
It's a good roll. So, exactly the same again. So, only 5 points of piercing damage, and you need to make another con save.
19.
Yep, so you're going to take half again.
What was the first amount of damage? 5.
Just 5, yeah, I rolled a 1. So, 23 points of poison damage, so halved to 12. And he's going to make one more attack, but with the dagger. Which is a 19 to hit.
Nay.
The dagger comes in to strike sort of in your gut, but that one you managed to parry. You can feel this kind of poison pulsing through your veins, but other than kind of eroding at you, it doesn't seem to restrict you permanently. It seems to like sort of do its thing and then evaporate. That's going to end Lamb's turn. Next up is
Lamister.
Lambda spread.
Not Zook. It's the others because they're on the same as you, but they have a better dex.
So they all got to make dex saving throws.
Inspector Dex.
Dex, okay. A natural 19 on the
Oh,
guy on
man.
the right. So this guy succeeds, and the guy who's being attacked, he's grappled. So I imagine he has disadvantage on dex saves. That's a thing, isn't it? Being grappled. Let me double check. Conditions. Speed becomes 0. I mean, their speed 0. His speed 0 is there anyway. He doesn't get this. He rolled a natural 5. He's still fully stuck. So the one on the right is going to, following in the same footsteps as his comrade. You can see him stab his arm, and a shadowy mist seems to envelop him as he shadow steps to here, appearing, hood kind of down, and then stepping past Ruthus towards the entrance. So going 5,
Oh.
10, 15, running around Ruthus as you're being kind of caught by Lamb, but blocked by seeing you floating up against the wall, and past you, Richter, and further you can see Christoph and Celeste cowering at the back. He's going to make his attacks on Zook because you're in the way.
Hold on. Is he within 10 feet of me?
Technically, yeah, because you're in this spot, aren't you?
I would like to react over Zook's head.
Although saying that, were you here or were you here? Because
Actually, you know what? I backed up to sort of offer as much defense to those two as I can. So no, never mind.
It wouldn't. It would stop him in his tracks where he is anyway. I mean, it would do some damage.
Right.
But,
what's the issue? Yeah.
Because I remember you saying you were going to the end to.
Yes, and I am. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Good
In
luck,
that
Zook.
case, he's going to make his. This guy is going to make. What are they carrying? I'll double check. Just a short sword. So he's going to make a short sword attack on you, Zook, for a. Oh, that was a natural 20, and it just rolled off. It literally slid along the card of the Viper Whip, and then fell off the end and changed.
Ooh. The Viper Whip protected me there.
Which changes to becomes a 12 to hit.
No, that does not hit.
The first short sword clatters across the kind of stonework. The second short sword attack, wow, a natural 3, terrible for an 8.
It's my prophetic vision.
So he gets 2 strikes with that, and 1 is a punch, an unarmed strike.
Mm.
He goes
Swings
to
round an
punch you
elbow.
with the other one. Wow, another 3, another 3. All miss. All miss. Incredible.
I said I don't want to hurt you. We're on the same side.
Wow, incredibly annoying. Okay. Let me see this guy. Dylan. Oh. A 23.
It's
At the last minute, from amongst the rubble around there, someone leaps out, taking you by surprise.
Yeah.
A short sword coming down and cutting across you as you kind of stumble back. You were trying to listen out. Unfortunately, the stealth rolls were very good.
That's fine.
I'm going to use a thing.
I'm going to...
Okay, I don't think you can see Draug.
I don't need to.
Yeah, I mean it was the difference of hiding here, he wouldn't have seen you. Hiding here, you essentially hid right in front of him, so he could see you. You're hiding out of view of Ruthus. I imagine, kind of being round on that side, and you got.
Can I use my reaction to do the reaction to redirect the attack?
Yeah. Although it was a sneak attack, so probably I'd say not. Mainly because it's like you.
I don't know what the wording is. Depends on the wording of
it does depend on the wording. What is the wording on this one? What's the one that you've got?
I don't have it.
I've put it in the chat on Zoom.
Whoops, if I do that,
I can't get that up right now. Sorry.
Hang
What's
on.
it called, Rufus?
I can read it to you.
Dexterity.
When you or a creature you can see within 30 feet of you is hit by an attack roll, you can use your reaction to invoke the rune and choose a different target.
Mm-hmm. So it's when you're hit, so it kind of changes it.
Yep.
In which case, I will allow it.
Okay. There's no other targets around, so I guess I'll just make it miss me.
No, you can redirect it to anyone within 60
itself.
feet, regardless of the range. Apart from,
Oh, okay.
Within 30, I think.
I think apart from itself.
So the guy in front of me?
What, even though it's a melee attack?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's cloud giant deception, so they think they're going in.
Right.
To,
and it, like,
they
hits
see
someone
Dylan
else.
and they
The
stab, and it's
chosen
their
creature
friend.
becomes the target of the attack using the same roll. This magic can transfer
Oh,
the attack's
cool.
effect
Ah,
regardless
so
of the attack's
Okay,
Oh, I
range.
see,
super
I
good.
see,
Yeah, it
it's
emulates the
insane.
deceptive magic
So this
used by
guy
some
jumps
cloud
out,
giant.
strikes down at you. It like cuts through you, but you use your reaction and it essentially slices through someone else. Who are you directing it to?
Just the guy in front of me, I guess.
This guy here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay, so I'll roll for damage on that guy then.
so good.
Just a slice opens up on him. It's a sneak attack as well. So that's a 2, 5 points. So 9 points. No, 7 points, and then sneak attack. Oops, that's a D8 doubled. Oh, there's a 8 doubles, so 16 plus the 7, 21. No, 23. Yeah, 20. Dude took 23 points of damage. Damn.
Pwah.
Where's the sneaky one?
And you see him appear. Here.
Cool.
He strikes across you, and it almost like replicates it through. And the other guy, you hear scream as like blood cuts across him. Very cool. He's gonna then strike you again, but this
Okay.
time without sneak attack. Oh no, that's a 12 to hit,
That will miss.
and he's gonna punch you.
Okay.
Unarmed strike for a 19.
That's the AC.
And he does terrible roll of 1. So he does 4 points of bludgeoning damage as he kind of
So 1
punches
point
you.
of damage. So 2 points.
So only 2 points of damage. Yep. Okay, so Brother Draug, you hear a whistling coming from this direction into
Yeah.
the mist as you see an arrow fly towards you.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 19 plus something, but your AC is 19 anyway. So this, again, a sneak attack.
Did you say that Dylan is hidden so I can't see him?
Oh, good point. This guy wouldn't have seen you, Dylan. This guy wouldn't have seen you. That is totally
Okay.
true. Yeah, no, he wouldn't have seen you. He sees someone fighting, but I don't think he'd have the angle. So I'll just do the same thing, but Rufus. So it's a, because they can see you. It was a 19, but it was plus 3, so a 22.
Just hits.
Okay, so 13 points. Oh wait, but sneak attack. So 20 points of piercing damage as an arrow hits you in the side from over in this direction,
Nice.
and that's going to end the initiate's turn. It is Christoph.
What does he do?
Oh, hang on. Is it?
Oh, sorry. Did I skip you, Zook? Yeah, because they went on the same as you. Zook
Oh,
first.
yeah.
Zook first.
Okay. Seeing this guy going to attack me, I'm just gonna freak out and realise that there's hardly anyone left in the air bubble itself, and instead I just pull some vines out of the canopy of the high canopy staff and just throw them on the ground as they slither throughout the ground, and I'm gonna throw up an entangle around Rufus and the two other guys. So I'm dropping the other spell and I'm throwing up entangle, and they have to make a strength saving throw this time. I'll put a little box as to represent
guy
it.
directly in front of you gets
So it's
a
20 feet line.
gets a 10.
Nope, that failed.
Lamb gets a 6.
So they're
Strength is
both
not
restrained by grasping vines. Rufus, you also need
Okay.
to make a strength saving throw.
Oh shit, son. Okay. Strength saving throw, eh? How about 19?
That passes. You're fine.
Okay,
It is difficult terrain, but Rufus is not restrained.
very good. Anything else?
I'm gonna bonus action turn in. Oh, hang on. How big is the hole?
Yeah, it's
5
only 5 foot wide and 8 foot
5
tall.
foot wide. Yeah, no, I'll stay as I am. Yeah, is anyone looking particularly hurt? Rufus doesn't look. Does he look quite bloody?
I've got 20 points left.
I'm sitting
Okay.
pretty.
Ooh.
Oh god! In which case, I'll look at Rufus, seeing he's in trouble, and say, "Angreja," and I'll cast Healing Word at.
Can
let's.
you, if you've done entangle?
Can
was
I?
entangle
No,
from the staff?
no,
No.
I can't.
Then
Shit.
You can't.
Okay, no worries. No, that's me.
Okay.
I could take a little potion of healing, I think, and try and throw it to him.
Throwing it to him would be more than just a bonus action.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
afraid.
Sure. Okay, I'm done.
Christoph, looking towards you, Richter, and hearing kind of fighting
Yes.
outside. You're my uncle's man, right? Do something.
Yes.
Get us out of here.
I am doing something, Christoph, and I am going to get you out of here. But right now, your duty is to your wife and your unborn child. There will be a path open soon, but to run out that way would be suicide for you, for your child, and for the future of your hopes in this city. Stay put and hold fast.
Okay. Celeste lets out quite a violent shriek. Like a really intense, tensed, maternal scream.
A natal cry.
Rufus, it is your turn.
Rufus, having taken all of these blows from all these various directions, falls to a knee, taking these like short sword blows, and then an arrow flying out of nowhere, like hitting him in the side. Falls to a knee, but after a moment, rises back onto his feet, igniting the sunblade. You shall not slay a mother and her unborn child, not for any ideology. You shall not have her. And with that, Rufus spins and attacks the guy behind him, who's closest to the doorway.
Okay.
He's restrained, so you have
Technically
advantage.
flanking, yeah. So
Oh yeah.
Nice.
you have advantage anyway
Exactly.
because he's stuck.
You got a lightsaber, that's advantage right there.
My dice. I'm just trying to think. There's no other like cool stuff I can do now. Okay, attack number 1.
Rune Knight is more of a
Just be yourself.
Uh,
That's the coolest thing you can do.
Just be yourself. It's a 27 to hit.
God, that hits.
Express yourself.
That's 15 damage.
You strike across his back and he kind of like screams out. He looks pretty bloodied, this guy.
Okay, attack number 2. Natural 19 plus 12.
Yeah, that hits.
Does 14 damage.
The sunblade pierces through the front of him. Zook, you see it shining bright as it kind of comes out the front. He's like trying to strike towards you and as it falls back and he slumps to the ground as the vines kind of curl over his face.
Oh man.
You can see
yeah.
as you see his face and the thing pulls back, many bandages across most of his head.
Amazing. Okay. With that, I pull out the sunblade and swing back around and face Lamb. Your efforts are futile here. Do not do this. Lay down your arms. I give you this one chance.
He looks towards you and says, I cannot. It is you. It is you who has sided with them. And he brings his sword up as you slice towards him.
Okay, so I go in with the third attack for a 23
That
to
hits.
hit. Doing 13 damage.
Okay, 13 points.
Cool, and then I'm going to action surge and do it all again.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah.
Whee! 27 to hit. Does 14 damage.
Hang on. Okay, yeah.
Standing on my long spindly legs,
He's
just
still up.
laying it down. Why am I rolling with advantage? It shouldn't be.
Because he's entangled.
He's restrained.
Oh, he is. Okay,
Yeah.
so that last one was a 16 to hit.
Even with advantage.
Yeah,
No,
rolled a 2 and a 4.
that one doesn't hit. He manages to parry it off to the side. That could have been his last blow.
Okay, and the last one
You've got
is
4 attacks
a.
now.
No, I've got 6, but I've only done 3 attacks. I only did 2 with my. I killed the first guy with 2 attacks, spun around, did the third attack on Lamb, and then I action surged, so I get 3 more.
Yeah. So 4 attacks on him. Right.
And this is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Doing 15 damage.
He's not dead. 15 takes up 2. Oh, he's on 2. He's on 2 health.
Oh, nice.
You just slice across him as like
Flick him.
blood courses out of him. You can see where his wounds are, kind of shadows, almost like kind of enveloping around him. And you see him look up, and he's like, "You said this would work. You said you'd give us the power, the strength to do this." Is that gonna end your turn, Rufus?
Yeah, pretty much. The last thing I'll do is second wind right at the end.
Okay.
So get a D10 and stuff back. What is a D10? Tell. Getting 4 plus half my level. Cool. Yeah, that's it though. Damn it. I should have become a giant and then I would have done more damage.
Oh,
Could have become a giant, stepped on them, yeah.
Might make maneuverability a bit tricky.
so, Rufus, once more in your head, let me just see. You hear voices in your head once more, whispering to you. Rufus. You fight for the wrong cause. I'd like you to make another intelligence saving throw for me, please. So you do have advantage.
I've just
No
realised
blood.
that I have advantage and resistance against poison.
Oh, shit.
A 17.
Oh. No.
Oh.
You don't have any immunities to like being frightened or anything, do you?
No,
Okay.
I wish.
Uh,
Does it fail?
no, it succeeds. Oh, as in you failed, yes.
Oh. Okay, I'm going to use Indomitable and re-roll a saving throw.
Okay.
Ah, nice.
It's not as good.
Oh,
Oh, dude. Do you still get advantage on it?
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, shit.
Yeah. Oh.
Man.
Your mind becomes clouded. You feel the fog lift from around you. How could you be so stupid? You look around and you see this like chaos and fighting, and you are you perceive everyone around you, even the assassins and the people around you, as enemies. You lose the ability to distinguish friend from foe, and you regard everyone as an enemy until the spell ends.
Luckily, all the nearby ones are enemies.
Wow. Okay.
It's like a
Cool.
realization has washed over you, and you're like, "Oh my god, I've been tricked." Like
I can
they're
see
all
clearly
enemies,
now.
everyone around me.
You've been stringing me along the whole time.
Richter, it is your go.
Richter, feeling reinvigorated from the Pearl of Power, turns around and places his hand across the huddled mass of Kristoff and I just briefly forgot her name. Is it Celeste?
Celeste.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And he places his hand on the wall, remembering how the pile of rubble formed and how it sort of rises up from the sides. He sort of gestures slightly up, hoping that perhaps if he makes the tunnel at a sort of maybe like 3 to 5 foot incline upwards, it'll hit an end quicker than if he just aims it forwards. He prays with everything in himself that when he casts this, what he sees at the end is sunlight and not a maw of darkness. And he once again casts Pass Wall.
Roll me an intelligence check, just a straight intelligence check.
Ah,
This is going to determine
okay.
what you saw before and like your accuracy of trying to get it
Okay.
to hit surface.
There we go. Come on. It's a 6, but Richter, thinking even harder. No, he's uncertain. He doesn't know, but no, this is too important. He cannot, he must not, he will not be uncertain of this. He once again fixates his mind on the point and uses his inspiration to roll once again.
Very good.
Aye.
To slowly type on a phone keyboard once again.
Oh,
And it's worse.
No. Okay.
Oh.
The spell ignites once more, and you see before you the same rectangular like tunnel, and at the end, boulders and masonry crumble in. So it's like 20 foot, about 15 feet, and the last 5 has just caved in. It didn't make it.
That's good enough. It's good enough. I turn to Kristoff and I say, Kristoff, keep her safe and your child. Defend her like your future in this city depends on it. It likely does. And Richter begins to charge up the dark tunnel with the intention of hoping he can just start ripping the last few boulders out the way once he gets there.
Okay, amazing.
Bless you.
Thanks.
Top of the round. Brother Draug.
Draug taking almost taking a few heavy hits, knocks an arrow and making eyes at this assassin that's come out of the dust, sidesteps, disengaging whilst drawing this arrow. Doesn't realise that Ruthus is taken under this spell, and he'll move himself to this position, readying an arrow at the figure who's now entangled. Rufus, what shall I do? Shall I end him? And I'm looking at this character.
Rufus looks at you with like a wild look in his eyes. You'll pay for all you've done.
Oh shit.
What do I think of this?
Make me just a straight insight. Well, make me an insight check.
Yeah. Oh, a natural 18 plus something.
This is very unlike Rufus in his character. He's like hostile. You can tell he's hostile towards you, but you don't understand why.
Yeah. Okay. Is the figure in front of him is still conscious?
He's conscious. He's like bleeding out. Lamb is staring up.
But he's not dead yet, is he? Though.
He's very near death. Yeah.
Okay. What have you done to him? I'm gonna say.
Towards Lamb.
Yeah.
There's no response. He's looking up. You can see him muttering and praying, and kind of you can see you could hear actually. You can hear on his lips the faint whisper of him saying, "You have forsaken us. You promised us power. You promised us redemption."
Feeling guilty about ending the life of someone so entrapped. I'll just swing the bow round and release a shot at the figure behind me.
The obsidian arrow crystallizes and flies forth.
Okay. For a that will be a like 23, I think. No, 25 maybe.
That hits.
Okay, so that will be that's 6, 11, so 18 points of damage.
Okay. The bolt strikes his side and kind of skims past.
I'll knock another arrow for a second attack, and I'll say, your leader's almost dead. Lay down your weapon, unless you wish to die too.
You can see. Make me an intimidation check.
Which I have advantage on because of the quiver, I feel.
Yeah. You have. Oh no, you gain proficiency in it.
I gain proficiency in it.
I believe.
Is that right?
I can double check.
I've got it on my phone.
I got it here. I can double check. Let's have a look. I think it's proficiency. I think.
So I'm taking liberties with my interaction.
Yeah, but it's more. These are more things that you're not choosing to do. It's like.
Advantage on perception. No, you get proficiency in intimidation.
Yeah, you got proficiency.
Yeah. Okay, so just proficiency in it. So I've got it written down here. It's +6, so I just need to roll for that.
Okay.
12.
Glancing over sort of towards Lamb, you can see this figure again wrapped in sort of bandages.
Would I get advantage? Is it seeing that his leader is
You hear a whisper from this figure. He is not my leader, and slowly, kind of shadowy flames begin to lick up his arm.
Okay, and a second arrow is released. Then let's go for a thing. What do you call it? Forgetting stuff. A sharpshooter.
Okay, you pull it back with the force of the lycanthrope.
Natural 20.
Oh,
hey!
What a sharpshooter attack!
I don't get to double the. I don't get to double the 10 though.
You don't know, but that's still going to be a lot of damage.
Double 6s on the d6s.
No.
Yeah. So 12,
24.
18. So 18 doubled is 36. 36 plus 10 is 46.
Ooh.
46 plus the damage bonus is so plus 7 is 53 points.
God
of damage.
damn.
That was 53
Oh my
without
God.
sneak attack. Just so
Yeah,
everyone is
53
aware.
without. Yeah.
Hell.
Yeah, he kind of
God forbid.
gets ready to attack the dark shadow, kind of licking up his arm. He leaps forwards, and you kind of crouch down, bringing it up, pulling it back further. The obsidian bolt takes him in the forehead and just shatters the top of his skull as he tumbles backwards, dead.
Damn.
Okay. Yep. That's that.
Not today.
Not today.
Are you going to move
Do you know
anywhere?
what? See, I don't know. Yeah, I'll use the rest of my movement to move towards Dutch.
Okay, so it's half movement on this rubble, so you've moved 10, 15, 20.
I've
so
disengaged
far.
already.
Oh, yeah, that was a disengaged. So you can get to here.
Where can I get to? Get to about there.
Yeah, you can get to there. I'll put you there. Yeah, you begin kind of hopping down with your bow drawn, moving over.
Yeah.
You get a ping over here. You sense someone.
Okay. Okay, I sent someone. Cool.
Yeah, because they're not hidden currently. No, in fact, they are hidden, but they didn't roll above a 21.
Okay. Great.
Next up,
It's Dutch.
it's Dutch. Dutch,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
I've got this guy grappled.
Mm-hmm.
So, with the fiery glove, I'd like to raise my hand, give it a shake,
Mm-hmm.
proper like WWE showman style, and then bang, 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 4 times into his face.
Make me the attacks.
And he does a Ric Flair woo.
Yeah.
A Reggie woo, if you will.
Reggie woo.
Oh, I'm wondering whether to do haymakers or not.
Make the decision.
No
Always.
haymakers. I'm doing everything with advantage. All my attacks are with advantage. Okay, so it's a 16, the first one.
16, I think, is their AC. Let me double check. Yeah, that hits. That's with a haymaker.
No, it's not.
No. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
that hits.
So I'm just going to get it. The gloves do +2, and with raging it's +2. So I'm adding 9 to whatever I roll here.
Mm-hmm.
The damage. So I got a 7 and a 2 and 9
You
and
know
a
what?
9.
I just realised I never attacked with this guy. Nor did I even do his turn. But that's my fault. He was going to run
Too late
away.
now.
So the lucky part of it, he doesn't get to run away. But I'll make his attack pretty quick as well, because he wouldn't have just stood there and done nothing.
With
Didn't you grapple him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could have done the shadow thing and also
Oh.
bounced off. But he's just going to fight you. So carry on doing your attacks, and I'll do mine too. And I'll tell you.
Okay, so I've done 18 so far.
Yep, I rolled a 1, a 7, and a 2. So none of them hit.
Nice.
So it's all good.
Nice.
8
Sometimes they're all
plus
good.
3 is 11 plus 9, so that's another 20.
That's dice.
How much damage so far, Dutch?
38,
How many attacks have you done?
2.
He's dead.
Nice.
I
The
wonder
first
if I
two
got a crit.
punches. The first 2 punches sort of like cave in his face, and you continue to punch it twice more.
There's another
Yeah.
guy right there.
Where? Do I see another guy?
Well, you can't see
Sorry.
it.
No, you can't see it. No.
Then, yeah, I'm just gonna drop his body, I guess. Then, and
Roar, mighty roar.
I've got a bonus action I could do something in, but I don't know what to bonus action, so I'm not gonna.
Okay. So, are you gonna move anywhere?
What's going on? Is he still alive?
He's like barely alive. You can see him there.
Yeah,
Rufus has it handled, seemingly.
I'm gonna start walking back to my brother then.
Okay. Oh, sorry. You step back towards your brother. You all stare about. But right before Zook's turn, as a darkness seems to settle over this area. Rufus looks about with these kind of wild eyes that you had seen Dylan drawing his blade, sort of pointing it back towards the tunnel and then towards Lamb. You see Lamb begin to sort of pray and then pull a dagger out, and you watch as he seemingly in some kind of trance or something, slashes down his other arm right up as the blood pours out, and you watch his body go limp, and as it falls forwards it catches awkwardly in the air as if someone has grabbed it, and the body cracks back up as kind of black flames lick from his eye sockets and mouth.
Ooh.
And a kind of shadow, almost like shadow flames, engulf his body, and you watch as the three other bodies also become engulfed in flame and begin to rise up, almost like something is coming out of it. You all recognize these things coming from them. They're not quite the same as you've seen. Shadows beginning to appear and take form. But these do not look like ordinary shadows. They're larger, with almost like flames licking on them. Greater shadows, if you will. And all of the eyes begin to turn as one kind of looms up in front of you, Zook. One now between either side of Rufus. One rising from the body of this other figure, and one where you left. You walk back towards your brother, and you turn and see this shadow rising from the body. These kind of amorphous, hollow-eyed, just dark shapes.
Oh dear.
With 6 arms.
6?
And I would like to end the session there.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Oh, Jeebus.
Can we just remember that I get to go before I die?
Yeah.
These things
So-
fucking terrify me.
Technically,
Shadows.
it's their turn now.
Oh shit.
They go
Guys,
when
it's been a fun
their
campaign.
turn was. Yeah, there we go. Zook, you see, we kind of end it with this shadow rising up right in front of you, bigger than the ones before, almost like it's on the wall, but it's kind of like peeling off the wall and taking actual physical form. You see 3 arms kind of be produced from the sides, pulling towards the rock, reaching towards you, and where the shadow engulfs you on the inside. And you see slowly 2 horns curl up above its head in a sort of snake-like fashion. And you see the flashing image of the stone relief deep beneath the church of the High Hunt. You see the strange image of the demon that you saw before on the tapestry wall beneath Ungmiri.
Oh.
That is where we'll end today's session. Thank you all for watching.
Dankeschön.
Thanks, Chris. Shout out to Chris. Dinner's
Ah,
in the chat.
Big up to
Chris.
Chris,
Dinner's in
your
the
boy
chat.
Chris.
I've moved. Everyone's moved around because Mike's gone.
Oh,
See ya.
Yeah, I guess he's gone.
yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Gotta go,
See
bye.
ya.
See you later.
Bye. I'm just like a little slick. Can anyone see see the stream. I'm like, because it's all moved across. I'm like leaning and I'm just at the edge. Thanks for watching. Join us next week for the next exciting installment of the Genuine Quizzes.
Aww.
Peace. Peace.